Okay. Alright, it's connected. Should be. I'm waiting for it to load on this thing. It says it's streaming. Let me reload. There we go. Okay, I can see it. Okay, cool. Let me check my audio real quick. And I got an ad. That's great. Alright, dope. Sound good. Okay, cool. So, hey everybody, if you're watching this on digital, we're like 8 hours into the game already. I'm kind of, I don't know how to, what did we do last episode? Okay, last episode we ran through Shirou's perspective, we met Saber, and we got Lancer off our back. He beat us up a little bit, but we kind of did some stuff. As you can see, I added in the top left corner the chat, and then the bottom right corner I added Saber chowing down. If that's too distracting, just let me know. I don't know. I never actually looked at the main menu. Ooh. Watch the movies. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't see that. Oh yeah, at the bottom you can see our playtime. It's in the gallery. Ooh, we can look at all our stuff. This art is amazing. This art, gorgeous. I need to make this a thumbnail. What else? What else we got? We got 2 of these. This art is also amazing. Basically, and I can clip. Okay, I can add stuff to my clipboard. Okay, I want to get rid of it now. Okay, I can add stuff to my clipboard and just leave it there for viewing later. Oh my gosh! All right, cool. I don't know what Edie. Oh, endings. Oh, speaking of endings, so I saw that Fate has a lot of endings, and most of them are bad endings. In the Fate route, the one we're on right now, there's only one good ending. So we're going to try to get that good ending for the stream. I can get all the bad endings on my own, but let's play some Fate. Last episode, we got really far. We're not done with day 1. We still got to go to the church and talk to Kotomine. Or no, we're on 3rd day. It says 3rd day. Anyway, let's go. The music is so good. Also, we're starting an hour earlier than usual because we always end at like 10:30 to 11. And I'm like, I have stuff to do. But I'm ready to read it. This is like our audiobook. Or your guys' audiobook. Also, I want to check if the chat works. Since nobody's here right now. Let me see. What if I'm using my alternate account right now? Get ready. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see that? Like, is that tiny? This chat box right here? Oh yeah, it's kind of like cropped, isn't it? That's better. Hello? 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 Okay. Sorry, this is so boring for like people who don't care. I mean, you can't really read it, but like, It's just if you care. It's there. I'm like, okay. Actually, let me move it down a little bit. Yo, Rifley, what's up? What's up? I'm just messing with my chat box right here. Yes, so last episode we got Saber. And we're going to go ahead to the church. The church is magnificent. Ah! Play Faith. Is Faith like the... it's like the discount version of Fate. Sorry about yesterday, kind of forgot. It's all good. The whole top of the hill must be church's land, as a flat field welcomes me as soon as I reach the top. The church isn't that big, but it's compelling, towering over its visitors.
Shirou, 私はここに残ります。
なんでだよ。ここまで来たのに、セイバーだけ置いてけぼりなんてできないだろう。
私は教会に来たのではなく、シロを守るためについてきたのです。シロの目的地が教会であるのなら、これ以上遠くには行かないでしょう。
Am I enjoying it so far?
ですから、ここで帰りを待つことにします。
I think it's good. It's funny. There's just a ton of yapping, but I think it's because we're in the beginning that there's just going to be so much, like, exposition and stuff. But yes, Saber's here. Oh my gosh, everybody's joining. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome. Saber says clearly. Also, you were on YouTube all page. What does that mean? It doesn't seem like she'll budge an inch, so I decided to respect her decision. Like the homepage? Am I on the homepage?
はい。誰であろうと気を許さないように、マスター。
Oh my gosh, I'm on the main page. Thank you, King Noob. It means I'm becoming popular. It is a large, impressive chapel. Since it's so large, many people come here during the day. It's a V and tons of yapping, specifically Nazi writing. You know what? I signed up for this. This is like a little audiobook, I guess. But it's gonna be... I like the character, so I'm actually really excited to do it. If he's entrusted with such a church, the priest here must be a man of character.
ここの神父さんっていうのはどんな人なんだ？
どんな人かって説明するのは難しいわね。10年来の知人だけど、私だって未だにあいつの性格はつかめないもの。
10年来の知人？それはまた随分と年季が入った関係だな。
親戚じゃないけど私の後見人よ。ついでに言うと兄弟子にして第二の師っていうところ。
兄弟子って魔術師としての兄弟子？
そうだけど、なんで驚くのよそこで。
だって神父さんなんだろ？神父さんが魔術なんてそんなのご法度じゃないか。
By their nature, a magician and the church cannot be in harmony. The organization that Magi belong to is called the Magic Association. Saber versus Goku. On the other side of religion, the side you wouldn't see while living a normal life, it's called the Holy Church. I think Saber could... Okay, wait. You know, I believe Saber can do anything if she puts her heart to it, so she could definitely beat Goku. That's how people get in the visual novel. Usually, they're interested in not versed enough to brave a niche genre. It's good to expand. I think it also is good to expand. There's tons of games I've played that I didn't think I'd like, and then loved it, like Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate. The two are barely similar. They cooperate in name, but they're always trying to kill each other when given a chance. The church hates heretics. They totally eliminate the inhuman, and they count magic-using humans as among their targets. For the church, miracles are only given to the chosen holy saints. Any miracles handled by other people are heresies. There are no exceptions, even for those within the church. The higher one rises in the church, the more one is prohibited from the impurity of magic. And for a follower entrusted with a church like this, and the more divine protection one receives, the more one should stay away from magic.
そもそもここの神父さんって こっち側の人だったのか。
Basically, they're like,
ええ、聖杯戦争の監督役を
for
任され
religious
たやつだ
people,
もの。
magic is like
バリ
evil.
ッバリの大公社よ。
That's why Harry Potter's banned in a
まあ、
lot of libraries.
最も神のご加護があるかどうかは疑問だけど。
Tohsaka's footsteps echo as she approaches the altar. It's bad manners to do that when the priest isn't here, but it's so late at night. He won't be in the chapel, so if he's anywhere, it'll be in the private room in the back.
んで、その神父さんはなんて言うんだ。さっきは
So any other
コ
church
ミネ
hates
と
magicians
か
that
なん
use
とか
it.
言ってたけど。
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they use a ton of magic.
名
But
前は
it's
こと
only
に
bad
て
if it's not
父さんの教え
what
子で
holy
ね。
magic or something.
もう10年以上顔を合わせてる腐れ縁よ。まあ、できれば知り合いたくなかったけど。
同感だ。私も死を敬わぬ弟子など持ちたくはなかった。
Uh-oh. A footstep. He must have noticed our entry as he slowly appears from the other side of the altar.
再三の呼び出しにも応じぬと思えば、変わった客を連れてきたな。彼が7人目というわけか、リン。
そう。一応魔術師だけど、中身は点で素人だから見てられなくって。確かマスターになったものはここに届けを出
I
すのが
think
決
for
まり
this
だから
episode,
ね。
I'm gonna try to get through
あんたたちが
this
勝手に
day
決めたルールだけど、
and
今回は守ってあ
theoretically
げ
the
る。
next one. If it's like 11 o'clock at night over here and we're still playing,
それは
which
結
will be
構。
6 hours from now, but
なるほど。
if it's 11 o'clock, then
で
I'm
は
gonna
そ
cut
の
the
少
stream.
年には感謝しなくてはな。
Joji Nakarapik. The priest called Kotomine slowly turns to me. Without realizing, I step back. He's not scary at all. I don't feel any hostility from him. How long was I streaming yesterday? I was streaming like for 4.5 hours, maybe a little bit more. And, you know, this was still a part of that same day, so we could have been still
私はこの
streaming.
教会を任されている。ことみね
But yeah, I
キレイ
don't
という
want to go
もの
over
だ。
5 hours
君の名は
for
何
my
という
sake,
のか。
because I skipped dinner. I get so hungry when I stream.
エミヤシロけど俺はまだ
Oh,
マ
he's
ス
the
ターなんて
voice
ものになっ
actor.
た覚えはないからな。
He's like the voice of Midget. That's kind of funny. You're just hired to be a villain. I glare back at the priest, try not to lose against his presence.
エミヤ、シロ。
He's like, Emiya, I know that name. The weight of my back turns into a chill. How long the visual novel is for? It's like 50 hours for the whole fate. Yep. The priest slowly smiles as if he's met someone pleasant. That smile, it makes me...
礼を言う、エミ
Yeah,
ヤ。
I'm excited to
よ
see
く
how
リンを
long
連れ
this
てきて
game
くれ
is
た。
and how many
君がいな
episodes.
ければあれは最後
how
ま
many
でここ
episodes
には
gonna be?
訪れなかったろう。
Because I'm probably still gonna be... I'm gonna be starting college and still reading Fate, probably. The priest makes his way to the altar. Tohsaka moves away from the altar and stands beside me.
では始めよう。エミヤ、シロ。
それは違う。確かに俺はセイバーと契約した。けどマスターとか聖杯戦争とかそんなことを言われても俺には点でわからない。
Honestly, it's valid.
マスターっていうのがちゃんとした魔術師がなるも
If I
の
was a
なら
voice actor and I met this guy
他にマスター
writing
を選び直した方がいい。
pages and pages of dialogue for a single character,
なるほ
I'd
ど
be。so happy because that's
これは
so
重
much
症
work
だ。
as a voice actor.
彼は本当に何も知らないのか、リン。
だから素人だって言ったじゃない。そのあたりからしつけてあげて。そういう追い込み得意でしょ、あんた。
Tohsaka urges the priest.
ほう。これはそういうことか。よかろう。お前が私を頼ったのはこれが初めてだ。エミやシロには
Could
感
be
謝
3 days
をして
of
もし
in-game
たりな
time
い
to
な。
beat this game, but also counting bad days. I'm sure I can't think of it. Yeah, I saw that the counter, when you go to the extras menu, it has like a playtime counter. The conversation makes me feel uneasy. They have a playtime
まず
counter,
君の勘違いを
and like
正
it
す。
counts the days you spend. So
いいか
I
エ
think
ミヤ
as of right now, we're
マ
probably
スタ
going
ー
to
と
be
いうもの
pushing.
は他人に譲れるものではないし、
We're at 8 hours already. So I won't be
な
surprised if we hit half a day by the end of today.
その腕にレイジを刻まれた
Why
者
does the
は
English dubs here sound like a
たとえ
freaking
何者であろうとマスターを辞めることはでき
Yeah, I
まずはその事実を受け入れろ
the guy who plays him in Unlimited Blade Works in
や
Heaven's
めることは
Feel
できないっ
in
て
the English dub.
どうしてだよ
He's played so many male protagonists. You'll hear him in
Rage
Sword Art
to
Online,
Seikon
Blue
マスタ
Exorcist.
ーとは与えられた試
I
練
think he's in Attack on
都合
Titan
が悪いからといって
and
放棄することは
Seven
でき
Deadly. He plays like when an anime company
その痛みからは
that does English
聖
dubs
杯を
needs to
手に
hire
入
a
れる
male.
まで
They
は
hire
解
him,
放されない
but he does the same voice for every character, so it just sounds like a
お前
squeaky
が
kid.
マスターを辞めたいというのであ
But
れ
he
ば
locks in Heaven's Feel. He does do a good job in Heaven's Feel 3.
斧が望みを叶えるよ
But
り
most of the
他
time he
はある
sounds
まい
squeaky.
そうなれば何もかもが元
In
通
the
りだぞ
2006 anime,
シロ
Shirou sounded like an actual like cool dude
お前の望み
in English.
そのうちに溜まった泥を全てかき出すこともできるそうだ初めからやり直すこととて可能だろうよ故に望むがいいもしその時が来るのなら君はマスターに選ばれた幸運に感謝するのだからなその目に見えぬ火傷の跡を消したいのならば
Just don't like his voice actors.
成婚を
Yeah,
受
he's
け
like
入
hired
れる
in
だけで
everything. It'd be nice if they gave other voice actors a chance. I don't know if he even auditions. I think his agent is like, hey, they have a new anime coming out. He's like, okay, sign me up. They don't even like ask other people to come in and audition. I feel dizzy. The priest's words don't make any sense. They just confuse me more and more as I listen. But still his words soak into my brain and clot like blood.
キレイ回りくどい真似はしないで私は彼にルールを説明してあげてって言ったのよ
A voice cuts in.
遠坂
That clears up my dizzy head.
そうかこういった手合い
Look
に
how
は何を
sassy
言って
he's
も無駄
standing.
だからな
Look how sassy.
せめて勘違いしたまま道徳を拭い去ってやろうと思ったのだが情けは人のためならずとはよく言ったものだ
何よ彼を助けるといいことあるっていうのあんたに
あるとも人を助けるということはいずれ自身を救う
You
と
see
いうこ
Johnny
と
and
だからな
Bach
と
in the 2000s.
今さらお前に解いても始まるまい
Yeah, I guess there's like A-list voice actors that like.
では本題に戻ろう
Yeah, yeah. I used to scroll through
Emiya
voice act
Shirou.
because my favorite voice actress or voice actor who does English dubs is Erica Mendez, and
君
she's
が巻き
done
込まれたこの戦い
Ryuko
は
Matoi. She
聖
did a
杯
fake
戦争と
character.
呼ば
I
れる
think
ものだ
Jack the Ripper.
7
But she
人
has
の
a
マスター
ton
が
of credits. It's
7人
crazy.
のサーバントを用いて繰り広げる争奪戦
It's so fun scrolling through their 100 credits on like IMDb or
リン
like
から
behind the
聞いてい
voices.
るか
Anyway, he's explaining the
聞い
rules
て
of
る
Holy
7
Grail
人の
War.
マスターで殺し合うっていうふざけた話だろ
He's like, masters have to kill each other. And she was gonna be like, I don't want
だ
to
が
kill
我ら
anybody.
とて好きでこのような披露を行っているわけではない
Get the Grail.
すべては聖杯を得るにふさわしいものを選抜するための儀式だ何しろ物が物だからな所有者の選定にはいくつかの試練が必要だ
What trials? I'll bet this priest doesn't think of this Holy Grail War thing as a trial.
待てよさっきから聖杯聖杯って繰り返してるけどそれって一体何なんだ
The Holy Grail, Seihai, a grail said to have received the blood of the Christ. It is considered to be one of the greatest holy relics and said to be capable of many miracles. The most common rumor about it is the one who obtains the Holy Grail will obtain the world. But that's just an invention after all. The Holy Grail itself is almost something that exists but doesn't exist. PV Shirou not wanting to kill Shirou. Yeah, he'll he'll be like, I have to save everyone. Well, Shirou, this guy's killed 20 children. Anyway, to save everybody, I guess. A holy grail that makes wishes come true certainly appears in many folklores and legends around the world, but that's it. Shirou asking the question players would ask. Oh, definitely. A fictional power that doesn't exist and is impossible. That is the Holy Grail. Okay, so Shirou's like, the Holy Grail isn't real. Kotsumine. After he saw Saber appear out of thin air, and after he came back to life, he's like, the Holy Grail isn't real. Come on, Shirou. Just accept it. And he knows magic is real. Why wouldn't he think the Holy Grail? Okay, whatever.
過去の英霊を呼び出し刺激する。いいな。すでに死者の蘇生に近いこの奇跡は魔法と言える。これだけの力を持つ聖杯ならば、持ち主に無限の力を与えよう。もう。
Oh, whoopsie. So he means that even if it is a fake, it doesn't matter if it has powers that would overwhelm even the true Holy Grail.
いいぜ。仮に聖杯があるとする。けど、ならなんだって聖杯戦争なんてものをさせるんだ。聖杯があるんなら殺し合うことなんてない。それだけすごいものならみんなで分ければいいだろ
う。もっともな意見だが、そんな自由は我々にはない。聖杯を手にする者はただ一人。それは私たちが決めたのではなく、聖杯自体が決めたことだ。7人のマスターを選ぶのも、7人のサーバントを呼び出すのも、すべては聖杯自体が行うこと。これは儀式だと言っただろう。聖杯は自らを持つにふさわしい人間を選び、彼らを競わせて、ただ一人の持ち主を選定する。
Saber, don't kill that girl! Why? We have to kill all of our enemies.
それが聖杯戦争。聖杯に選ばれ、手に入れるために殺し合う恒例儀式というわけだ。
The priest speaks plainly. I've no rebuttal, and I look down at my left hand. There's a mark they call the command spell. It must mean that as long as I have this mark, I cannot quit being a master.
納得いかないな。一人だけしか選ばれないにしたって、他のマスターを殺すしかないっていうのは気に食わない。
ちょっと待って。殺すしかないっていうのは誤解よ、エミヤ君。別にマスターを殺す必要はないんだから。は
あ？だって殺し合いだって言ったじゃないか。琴峰もそう言ってたぞ。
殺し合いだ。
キレイは黙ってて。この町に伝わる聖杯っていうのは霊体なの。だから物としてあるわけじゃなくて、特別な儀式で呼び出す。
I'm sorry, Rin.
で、呼び出すことは私たち魔術師だけでもできるんだけど、これが霊体である以上、私たちには触れられない。この意味わかる？
わかる。霊体には霊体しか触れられないんだろ。ああ、だからサーバントが必要なのか。
そういうこと。ぶっちゃけた話、聖杯戦争っていうのは自分のサーバント以外のサーバントを撤去させるってことよ。
Oh my god, Rin, I'm sorry. I'm still learning the way Japanese people speak. Man, she could have told me that earlier. Honestly, Tohsaka and this priest were being mean. Now I'm relieved. I don't have to murder people. So even if we enter this Holy Grail War, Tohsaka's not going to die.
なるほど。そういう考えもできるか。ではエミヤシロ、一つ尋ねるが、君は自分のサーバントを倒せると思うか？
Beat Saber? That's impossible. In the first place, magic is useless against her, and she's skilled with her sword. I can go from Japanese people speak weird. Yeah, I tried to learn like structure of their language and some words too. But like the voice actors themselves are also talking like in a dramatic way, so it's weird. What's he saying? I can't beat Saber, so there's no way I'm superior to her. For this question, my answer will always be that I'm weaker than my servant, so.
そういうことだ。サーバントはサーバントをもってしても破りがたい。ならばどうするか。 そら実に単純な話だろう。サーバントはマスターがいなければ存在できぬ。いかにサーバントが強力であろうと、マスターが潰されればそのサーバントも消滅する。ならば
That's right, it's a natural solution. No one would choose to take the hard way. If you want to win, the most effective ways to kill the servants would be to kill their masters instead.
ああ、サーバントを消すためにはマスターを倒した方が早いってのは分かった。けどそれじゃ逆にサーバントが先にやられたらマスターはマスターでなくなるのか。
Sorry, Shirou, I'm sorry.
霊樹がある限りマスターの権利は残る。マスターとはサーバントと契約できる魔術師のことだ。霊樹があるうちはいくらでもサーバントと契約できる。
Basically, Kotomine is trying to convince Shirou to
マスターを失ったサーバントはすぐに消えるわけではない。
Well, you know, defeating the
彼らは
servants
体
is
内
the
の魔
goal,
力が尽きる
but
までは現世に
you
と
can
どま
really
る。
defeat him if you kill the master.
そういったマスターを失ったサーバントがいれば、サーバントを失ったマスターとて再契約が可能となる。戦線復帰ができると
And
い
then
うわけ
basically Shirou's like, well, I don't. We just killed the servant only, and then
だから
he's like,
こそ
well, masters can.
マスターはマスターを殺すのだ。下手に生かしておけば新たな障害になる可能性があるからな。
じゃあ霊樹を使い切ったら
Unlimited blade work route is so annoying.
そうすれば他のサーバントと契約できないし、自由になったサーバントも他のマスターとくっつくだろう。
待って、それは。
それはその通りだ。霊樹さえ使い切ってしまえばマスターの責務からは解放されるな。もっとも強力な魔術を行える霊樹を無駄に使うなどという魔術師がいるとは思えないが、いたとしたらそいつは半人前どころかただのふぬけということだろう。
The priest laughs. Wow. The priest laughs as if he knows what I'm talking about. I'm annoyed. That priest is making fun of me. I think he's trying to provoke me.
納得がいったか。ならばルールの説明はここまでだ。さて、それでは初めに戻ろう。エ
To
ミ
the
ヤ氏。
beginning.
君はマスターになったつもりはないと言ったが、それは今でも同じなのか。マスターを放棄するというのならそれもよかろう。君が今考えた通り、霊樹を使い切ってセーバーとの契約を立てばよい。その場合、聖杯戦争が終わるまで君の安全は私が保証する。
ちょっと待った。なんだってあんたに安全を保証されなくちゃいけないんだ。自分の身ぐらい自分で守る。
私とてお前に構うほど暇ではない。だがこれも決まりでな。私は繰り返される聖杯戦争を監督するために派遣された。故に聖杯戦争による犠牲は最小限にとどめなくてはならないのだ。マスターで亡くなった魔術師を保護するのは監督役として最優先事項なのだよ。
繰り返される聖杯戦争。
Hold on. Repeating. Does it mean that this battle's happened many times
そ
before?
れどういうことだよ。聖杯戦争っていうのは今に始まったことじゃないの
My
か。
only problem with the writing is it's
無論だ。
redundant.
でなければ監督
Everything that
役
Shirou
などと
learns
いうもの
now
が
happened in
派
the
遣される
prologue.
と思うか。
But the prologue is mandatory for some reason.
この教会は生異物を回収する任を帯びる特務局の末端でな。本来は聖十字の調査回収を旨とするが、ここでは聖杯の査定の任を帯びている。
Add more context to it, but I don't know. I guess that's Nasu's style of writing.
極東の地に観測された第726聖杯を調査し、これが正しいものであるのなら回収し、そうでなければ否定しろとな。
726
Like, oh, definitely.
聖杯ってのはそんなにたくさんあるのか。
It's like watching Rin's perspective is fun.
少なくとも
But she
らしき
literally,
ものならばそれだけの
like
数
during
が
the
あ
fight
ったという
between
ことだ
Lancer
ろう。
and Archer, she's just like
そ
explaining
して
to
そ
the
の中の
reader
一つが
how the
この
Grail
町
War
で観測
works.
さ
I'm
れ
like,
る聖
girl,
杯であり
focus on the
聖
fight.
杯
What are you
戦争
doing? It's like an hour straight of like, okay, so
記録では
there's sabers, there's
200 年
assassins.
ほど前が一度目の戦いに
Is
な
or
っ
if you knew it from the anime? Exactly, I did. The anime does it too. Unlimited Blade
約
Works.
50年周
Okay,
期
so
で
the
マス
2006
ターたち
introduces
の
it because it's
戦
the
いは
first
繰り返
adaptation.
されている。
Unlimited Blade Works does it because it's UFO Table's first time doing it, and they explain everything. No, Heaven's
聖
Feel,
杯戦争は
they skip
これ
right
で
through it.
5
They're
度
like, we don't care.
目。前回が
But you
10
still
年
have to
前
go
であ
through
るから
Shirou's like first few days of
今
school
までで最短の
for
サイク
30
ルという
minutes
こ
to
と
get the
になる
new Heaven's Feel like stuff, and then they skip through like all that. But like, it's still
正
so
気かお前ら。
redundant.
こんな
And
こ
then
と
you
を
have to
今ま
spend
で
4 hours
4
in
度
the
も続
visual
けてきたって
novel watching Rin discover it. It's
全
insane.
く同感だ。お前の言う通り、連中はこんなことを何度も繰り返してきたのだよ。そう、過去繰り返された聖杯戦争は、ことごとく苛烈を極めてきた。マスターたちは斧が欲望に突き動かされ、
I think they
魔
explain it in
術師と
Fate
しての
Zero
教
too.
え
I
を
don't
忘れ
remember.
ただ無差別に殺し合いを行った。
Speaking of Fate Zero, I wonder why this guy knows so much about the whole Grail War.
魔術師にとって魔術を一般社会で使用することは第一の罪悪だ。だが過去のマスターたちはそれを破った。魔術協会は彼らを戒めるために監督役を派遣したが、それが間に合ったのは3度目の聖杯戦争でな。その時に派遣されたのが私の父というわけだがな。
ああ、監督役が必要な理由は分かった。けど今の話からするとこの聖杯戦争っていうのはとんでもなくタチが悪いものなんじゃないのか。
ほう、タチが悪いとはどのあたりだ。
だって以前のマスターたちは魔術師のルールを破るような奴らだったんだろ。なら仮に聖杯があるとして最後まで勝ち残った奴が聖杯を私利私欲で使うような奴だったらどうする。平気で人を殺すような奴にそんなものが渡ったらまずいだろ。魔術師を監視するのが教会の仕事ならあんたはそういう奴を罰するべきじゃないのか。
I question with a little hope. But as I expected, Kotomine Kirei laughs.
まさか私利私欲で動かぬ魔術師などおるまい。我々が管理するのは聖杯戦争の決まりだけだ。その後のことなど知らん。
そんなバカな。じゃあ聖杯を手に入れたマスターが最悪なやつだったらどうするんだよ。
困るな。だが私たちでは
It
ど
would
う
be
しようもない。
problematic.
持ち主を選ぶのは聖杯だ。そして聖杯に選ばれたマスターを止める力など私たちにはない。何しろ望みを叶える杯だ。手に入れたものはやりたい放題だろうさ。しかしそれが嫌だというのならお前が勝ち残ればいい。他人を当てにするよりはその方が何よりも確実だろう。
Kotomine's trying to hold back. This guy's cracking up talking about, yeah, people died doing this. It's like he's enjoying my clumsy inability to accept the facts.
どうした少年。今のはいいアイデアだと思うのだが。さ、
そんなの余計なお世話だ。第一、俺には戦う理由がない。聖杯なんてものに興味はないし、マスターなんて言われても実感が湧かない。
All we have to do to convince Shirou to fight in the
で
war
は聖杯を
is
手に
show
入れ
him
た人
Saber,
間
and
が
he'll be like,
何
oh
をす
yeah,
るか。
there's a war, right? Let's
そ
go.
れによって最悪が
He'll
起
just
きた
walk
と
right
して
in.
も興味はない。
All you gotta do is say, yeah, if you quit the war, you'll never see her again. And he's like,
So-
which way? How do I start the war again? I can't answer that question. Crap, his words are violent. They force the truth onto me, whether I want it to or not.
理由がないのならそれも結構。ならば10年前の出来事にもお前は関心を持たないのだな。
10年前。
そうだ。前回の聖杯戦争の最後にな。ふさわしくないマスターが聖杯に触れた。そのマスターが何を望んでいたかは知らん。我々にわかるのはその時に残された災害の爪痕だけだ。
I know. Exposing PTSD like that. For an instant, the image of hell flashes in my head. He's like, hey, yeah, so you remember that fire that happened 10 years ago? Yeah, that was kind of weird, right? Guess you want that to happen again, right?
そうだ。この町に住む者なら誰もが知っている出来事だよ。エミヤ四郎。死傷者500名。焼け落ちた建物は実に134棟。未だもって原因不明とされるあの火災こそが聖杯戦争による
The fact they cut down this part by so much in the anime. Yeah, I'm just realizing the people who probably wrote the anime were like, oh, this is boring. Just get rid of it. Just take it all out. He doesn't need to care about his fire. The fire happened 10 years ago. Why would he still care? I lose concentration and can't focus my eyes. Oh, he's having like real PTSD right now. And Kotomine is like grinning at him. I hold on to my consciousness by clenching my teeth. Or hold back my nausea with the anger boiling up in me.
エミヤ君どうしたのよ。いきなり顔面真っ白にしちゃって。
Yeah, she doesn't know that
そりゃあんまり気持ちのいい話じゃなかったけ
one
ど。
of the last people in that fire. Her
ほら、
conflagration,
な
as
ん
we
なら
learned
少し休ん
in
だ
the
り
last
する
episode. I must have looked terrible. I think it's very rare for Tohsaka to be worried like that.
心配無用だ。遠坂の変な顔を見たら治った。
ちょっとそれどういう意味よ。
いや、タイはないんだ。言葉通りの意味だから気にするな。
ならいいけど余計に悪いじゃないこのド変僕。
Himbo? Wait, did she she call him a himbo? The school's #1 honor student, Tohsaka Rin, smacks me in the head. That does it. With that, the nausea and anger go away.
サンキュー。本当に助かったからあんまりいじめないでくれ、遠坂。
She looks like she hasn't hit me enough, but she still lets me continue.
ほう、まだ質問があるのか。いいぞ。言いたいことは全て言ってしまえ。
Kotomine is having the time of his life right now. He should know what I want to ask, yet he asks me to go on. Fine. Shirou won't lose to
じゃあ
you.
聞く。あんた、聖杯戦争は今回が5回目だって言ったな。なら、今まで聖杯を手に入れたやつはいるのか。
当然だろう。そう毎回全滅などという決めは起きん。
じゃあ
早まるな。手に入れるだけならば簡単だ。何しろ聖杯自体はこの教会で管理している。
If you speak of just
手に
touching
取る
it,
だけならば
I touch it every day.
私は毎日触
Sorry,
れ
that's
ている
a
ぞ。
really funny sentence. The Holy Grail is at this church?
もっともそれは器だけだ。中身が空なのだよ。先ほどリンが言っただろう。聖杯とは霊体だ。この教会に保管してあるのは極めて精巧に作られた聖杯のレプリカだ。これを触媒にして本物の聖杯を降霊させ、願いを叶える杯にする。そうだな。マスターとサーバントの関係に近いか。
じゃあ聖杯は本物だったのか。あ、いや、手にしたっていうそいつは一体どうなったんだ。
どうにもならん。その聖杯は完成には至らなかった。バカな男がつまらぬ干渉に流された結果だよ。
With the previous pressure gone, The priest narrows his eyes as if in
どういう
regret.
ことだ？聖杯は現れたんじゃないのか？
聖杯を表すだけならば簡単だ。7人のサーバントが揃い、時間が経てば聖杯は現れる。リンの言う通り、確かに他のマスターを殺める必要などないのだ。だがそれでは聖杯は完成しない。あれは自らを得るにふさわしい持ち主を選ぶ。故に戦いを回避した男には聖杯など手に入らなかった。
要するに他のマスターと決着をつけずに聖杯を手に入れても無意味ってことでしょ。前回一番初めに聖杯を手に入れたマスターはアマちゃんだったのよ。敵のマスターとは戦いたくないなんて言って聖杯から逃げたんだから。
Not gonna lie, I kind of like this art style more than the Unlimited Blade Works in Heaven's Feel one.
嘘。
I can see why it feels. Does that mean Kotominu is one of the masters in the last war? And that he retired because he refused to fight in spite of obtaining the Holy Grail? It feels kind of more cozy.
あんた
I don't know how to
戦
describe
わ
it.
なかったのか？
Do I have any photos of... I do have
途
Heaven's
中
Feel
まで
photos and
戦
stuff.
いはした。
I
だ
think
が
the
判
higher
断は間
budget
違
book.
えた。
It
結果と
fits
して
for the
私は
anime, but I can definitely see
彼
why.
の聖杯を手にしただけだ。
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I feel like they do more with the eyes and stuff.
もっとも私ではそれが限界だったろう。
Yeah, the old
何
art
しろ
style is
他
more
のマス
emotive,
ター
yeah.
たちはどいつもこいつも化け物揃いだったからな。私は真っ先にサーバントを失い、そのまま父に保護された。
I can't show the arts from here, but like the lines are more
監
heavier
督役の息子がマスターに選ばれるなど、
than like the anime, which
その
is,
時点で
I
あって
think,
は
more
な
focused
ら
on
ぬ
the
ことだっ
colors,
たのだ。
if that makes sense.
父はその折に亡くなった。以後、私は監督役を引き継ぎ、この教会で聖杯を守っている。
Saying that, the priest Kotomine Kirei turns around. Before him stands a symbol of worship.
話はここまでだ。
He smooths his designs out too much modern times. Some people don't even have noses.
聖
Yeah, I
杯を
think
手に
that's
する資格がある者は、サーバントを従えたマスターのみ。
I don't know. I guess it's
君
for
たち
that,
7
like,
人が最後の一人とな
yeah,
った
to make it smoother, to have smoother
聖
shading
杯
and
は
like a
お
smoother
のず
look.
と勝者のもとに
But I
現
think
れ
the
よ。
contrast in darkness makes the characters look better. I feel like they
その
do
戦
look
い、
a little bit better
聖
in this one.
杯戦争に参加するかの意思をここで決めよう。
The priest requests my final decision. Am I gonna participate in the Holy Grail War? I'm at a loss for words. I had no reason to fight until just now. Now I have a reason to fight and a will to fight. But can I really accept that?
まだ迷っているのか。いいか。マスターというものはなろうとしてなれるものではない。
Choose
そ
no?
こにいるリンは
Are you
長く
kidding
魔
me?
術師として修練してきたが、だからといってマスターになるのが決定
I'll
されて
save
いた
before.
わけ
I
で
wonder
は
if I
な
can do
い。
that. Can I save beforehand and like choose no? That's my
決定
request.
されていたものがあるとすれば、それは心構えができていたかいないかだけだろう。
I know. That's kind
マ
of
スターに
funny.
選ばれるのは
Only Magi are
魔術師
chosen
だ
to
け
be
だ。
as masters.
魔術師ならばとうに覚悟などできていいよ。
Oh wait, I kind of want to pick no now.
それがないというのならば仕方がある。
I'm good.
お前もお前を育てた師も出来損ないだ。そんな魔術師に戦われても迷惑だからな。
He doesn't need to ask. Okay. We can save right here. This is funny. Okay, if we revoke the command spell, he'll take away our command spells, and we leave the fight. If we fight, we get to, go outside and see Saber. But I'm just feeling like the war isn't my thing. It's not my thing. I don't want to be a part of this. I can't remember. It says 30 killings are wrong.
どうした？
What's wrong?
戦うか戦わないのか。ここで明言しろ、エミヤしろ。
He doesn't even need to ask me.
戦わない。マスターの権利とやらを。
Alright, he's done. Rina's like, are you kidding me? I looked directly at the priest and answered.
そうか。残念ではあるが、マスター本人の意思では仕方がない。
This is a game telling you, hey, you paid for the Fate game. Why did you say no to the Fate game?
聖杯戦争から離脱した。それでいいな、リン。
Is that acceptable? Is she gonna kill me? The priest addresses Tohsaka, not me.
構わないわ。それがエミヤ君の選択なら、私がどうこう言えることじゃないでしょう。
その罪悪感だけでも収穫だったとするか。
Uh-oh.
では早速取り掛かろう。エミヤしろ。
Uh-oh.
いいけど。
Now,
Nani
the
をする
bow
気だよ、
with
あん
his
た。
sword.
なに、すぐに終わる。お前の左腕に宿った霊樹を消去するだけだ。マスターをマスターたらしめている要因は2つある。1つはサーバントとの契約であり、
Go to me.
1つは腕に宿った霊樹だ。
He's weird.
この2つを失えば、
You'll be freed from the
お
holy
前
grail.
は聖杯戦争から解放される。
The priest takes my left arm and
痛むぞ。できるだけ力を抜け。
y'all, what did you make me choose? What did you guys make me do? With a plunge, he sinks his fingers mercilessly into my arm. My body jerks in pain. With a sound, someone's fingers. Ooh. It's not an illusion. If there was an illusion, it was that of my arm being broken. In reality, there isn't a scratch on my arm. A stranger's fingers move through my flesh. Yes, this is yes. It's just that the priest's fingers, which are transparent like a ghost, are sinking into my arm. They should have killed him instead.
完了だ。手術は無事
I thought they were. I
終了した。
thought he was like, is this acceptable, Rin? It's just like, no, Kotomine. And then she like snaps her fingers and like Shiro's head explodes. I don't know. I look at my left arm. There are no wounds in my arm and only pain remains. In exchange for that unpleasantness, the command spell in my hand has changed shape.
形が変わってる。いや、数が減ってるのか。
ええ。霊樹の数は3つ。キレイはそのうち2つをあなたから摘出したのよ。
How long is this ending?
霊媒師。
Spiritual doctor. I think that's a special magi who heals the body by treating the spirit. I hear their magic is a curse that can remove the infected part without using a single surgical knife on the body.
驚いたな。霊媒治療ってのは未開の地で使われる技法だろう。教会の人間が身につけていいものじゃない。
そういうな。何らかの魔術を得得している時点で、神父としては失格なのだ。
Wait, did I? Hey, I did. It's right here. I should have saved twice, actually. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I didn't save? I was like clicking too fast or something.
ならばどのような魔術を好もうと、神父失格であることは変わるまい。魔術の起戦など気にするな。
These types of decisions are actually just
今
interesting
のは
plot wise.
私の唯一の取り柄でな。
There's all canon timeline branches
い
here.
ろいろと魔術を習ったが、
Oh right, I forgot
性
Fate
に合っ
was
た
like
のはこれだけだ。
a multiverse,
私の魔術特性
and
は
that's why stuff like
良くも悪く
you
も
see in the
傷
bottom
を
right
開
corner,
くことに
carnival
特化してい
Phantasm.
る。
Apparently that's canon.
おかげで他の魔術
Some
の腕は
multiverse.
そこの弟子にさえ遅れを取る始末だよ。
良くも悪く
This
も
is
っ
all
て
new to me though.
いいに決まってるじゃない。キレイほどの霊媒師は教会にも少ないし、教会の秘跡使いだってあなたほど霊体を作れる人はごく一部なんだから。
さてな、いかに優れた治療法といえ、 霊媒は肉体に依存する接触治療に過
Phantasm
ぎ
is
ない。
actually manga. Ooh.
肉体に依存しない存在証明である。
That surprised me too.
魂そのものに触れられる奇跡にはほど遠い。
I like gag mangas.
ともかく、霊樹の摘出は完了した。
Alright, Shirou, you did it.
後の
You're
始
not.
末は君の役割だ。エミヤ・シロ。
Oh, he has to go talk
最
to.
後に残った霊樹を用い、
Guys,
サーバントとの契約を断つがいい。
you're gonna make me go talk to Saber and tell her that we're done?
サーバント
This is
との
torture.
契約を断つ。
ええ、外で待ってるセーバーの前で契約破棄を申し出るの。
I know, this is awful.
そういうことだ。霊樹を使い切り、かつサーバントとの契約を断って、自分が無害であることを他のマスターに提示する。
Saber's gonna be pissed. Because she's been giving him the
そ
silent
れで君
treatment
は
up until
晴
they
れて
got
自
to the
由の身
church.
だ。正常なマスターならば、無力化したマスターを襲おうとは考えまい。君は偶然手に入れた力を手放すことで、素晴らしい平穏を取り戻せるというわけだ。
I'll break the contract with Saber by choice. That's betraying her. Even if it was by chance. I called for her and she protected me. Oh, this is so sad. Wait. Have I made the wrong choice? Look at the game telling me you picked the wrong thing. I cannot approve of masters killing each other. I can't approve of it, but I can't overlook it either then.
何をしている？霊樹の発動に呪文はいらん。霊樹に意識を乗せてサーバントに命令すれ
Feel
ば
bad
いい
now
だ
for
け
you
だ。
though. Yeah, me too.
セイバーに直
We
接
haven't
言
even
い
gone
つけ
to her
るか。
yet.
ここで一方的に契約を断つか。好
Could
きな方を
have been
選
just
ぶ。
waiting for us to. You can tell her directly. You can just cut the contract here. Choose whichever you like. I've made my decision. I can't take anything back now about the
セ
previous
イバー
one.
と話をつけてくる。それで俺はマスターじゃなくなるんだな。
セイバーに直接ってエミヤ君、それは
Okay, so he chose to do it face to face. He's not the type of guy to break up over text. He's gonna say to her face.
ああ、保証しよう。オノがサーバントに別れを告げてくる
This
がいい
is so bad.
その後、君を保護対象として教会に迎え入れよう。
The priest welcomes me, but I don't know how serious he is. Anyways, I have no intention of putting myself in his care. I will only abandon my right as a master. I will not ask for his
そ
help
れも
after
お
that.
断りだ。あんたの世話にはならない。セイバーと話をつけて、
He's going
霊樹を
right
使い
home.
切ったら
That's
家に帰
so
る。
funny.
それで終わりだ。あんたとは二度と会わない。
We'll never get that threesome with Rin and Saber.
そうか。
Hey,
なるほど。
I saved. I'm gonna get it.
それはそう
Y'all
だろうな。
won't. And even if we're streaming and it
確かに
comes up,
私たちは
I have
二度
the
とは会わない。
the I call it my hentai hider.
さようなら
Hopefully I won't get flagged for that.
エミヤシロ
I call it
自
I
ら
call it my
選んだ
hentai
道
hider, and
だ
it blocks all
胸
NSFW
を張って
content.
進みたまえ。
You'll just have to assume what's happening based on my review afterwards, but you'll see this image pop up. I drew that. You'll see that image pop up if anything freaky happens on my screen. He doesn't need to tell me that. I turn my back on him and leave the church. Alright, Shirou. God. I exit the church. She's there in stone paved plaza under the tall sky.
話は済みましたか、マスター。
Oh, God.
なあ、聖杯戦争がどんなものか確かめてきた。その上で決めたんだ、セイバー。俺は
Dude, she's gonna be so
マスタ
pissed.
ーを降りる。
Saber's brow doesn't even twitch. Her green eyes seem to accept my decision as if it were natural.
それは私との契約を取りやめるということですか。
Does that mean you'll be abandoning the contract with me?
そうだ。
We alter newer version.
俺には
the
マ
songs
スターは
repeat,
務まらない。
though it replaces those scenes with much
それに
more fitting ones.
セイバーだって俺みたいな半人前
Better
より
fitting
まっとうなマスターと
H
契約した
scenes
方
or
がいいだろ
better
う。
fitting like scenes?
はい。戦闘面での充実を図るのなら、あなた以外の魔術師と契約するべきでしょう。アーチャーのマスターなら、私の能力を完全に引き出せる。
She's like, yeah, I didn't want to be with you anyway. I'm
そうか
gonna go
Nara,
talk to somebody better,
ここで契約を
cooler
切って
than
もい
you,
いな。
Shirou, who can actually heal me.
レイジは契約解除に使うからそれでセイバーは自由だ。
シロ、一度だけ聞きます。マスターを降りるという意思は変わりませんか？
You're not changing mine. Entirely different one
俺は
too.
殺し合いをする気はない。
I'm interested in that. I think I have the Real Tenua. I say so looking directly at Saber, and at that time the raincoat Saber's wearing. Oh. I blankly stare at the death in front of me. And the time it takes me to blink, Saber runs towards me, sweeps my legs from under me, and knocks me over. What is she doing? Pain runs through my legs after a moment. There's no blood. I still have my feet. I'm relieved that I still have my legs. Thank God she only swept me with the metal rod. My legs hurt like they're about to tear off, but it's much better than having them cut off.
シロ、マスターで亡くなった魔術師はそのサーバントに殺される。いかに未熟だろうと、私を呼び寄せたあなたには私をこの世に留める力がある。サーバントにはマスターが必要だ。あなたが契約を断つのなら、私はあなたを殺してその体をもらい受ける。
What'd she say? I didn't get that last part.
それでもあなたはマスターを降りると。
What'd you say, Saber? I look up at Saber, concentrating my fading consciousness. There's no enmity or murderous intent in Saber's expression. As natural as it is to breathe, Saber would kill me without emotion to stay in this world, but
そ
still.
うだ。仮に今から考えを改めたところで俺にはできない。で、俺は
See.
戦いを拒絶した。一度でもマスターであることを否定したんだ。そんな奴をマスターにしたところで待っているのは敗北だけだ。
No matter how it came about, my mind gave up. If I've refused battle once, the second time must be the same. I would lament every time I faced danger that I should not have entered the battle. It would be bad for both you and me to take such a person, your master.
ここで私に殺されても構わないのですね。私は霊体にはなれない。あなたの魂を取り込めない以上、
She's
あな
gonna
た
kill
は
me
肉体の痛み
painfully.
を持って死を迎える。
I hope you're happy, guys, that you're making me
戦うの
witness
はごめんだが、
first person POV getting killed by.
ダメでもともと最後まで抵抗して逃げ切ってやる。
Guys, we're gonna finish Fate. We're gonna finish Fate visual novel. I gather my courage and glare back at Saber, not allowing myself to be overwhelmed by her. And
そういえ
then
ば
いいでしょう。霊樹を使いなさい、シロ。あなたの決断だ。気にすることはありません。私は今回のマスターとも信頼を築けなかっただけだ。あなたが霊樹で契約を立てば、私は自由になる。
Saber says so plainly, spurred by those words. He does it. I prayed to the command spell in my left hand to abolish the contract.
これであなたは自由だ。わずかな間の共闘でしたが、
These can go
あ
really
な
in
たの魔力
depth
は好
and
まし
add
かった。
info you don't even get in the main story.
再び会うことはないでしょうが、
Yeah, it seems like they
無事
actually.
この戦いを切り抜けられるよう
I've
祈
played
りま
games
しょう。
like Nier Automata where they have like 26 endings, and there's like a few good endings. But most of them are like funny endings. Some of them are actually bad endings, but most of them are just silly endings. The silver armor receipts, but this is an actual like recontextualization of like her character, and I wonder if without realizing, I almost tried to call after her, but I stopped myself before I do such a stupid thing. I wonder how intense these endings get the later you are in the game, when you have more of a relationship with these characters. I'm not permitted to call out to her name. She did not blame me for selfishly abandoning the contract, and she cared for my safety to the end. Since I have rejected her and backed out of the Holy Grail War, I cannot call out and stop her. Alright. Yeah, he's walking home. It is a Silent night. Though it's past midnight, the town is too silent. To be honest, it's eerie. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think that word is very suitable for this atmosphere.
いつからこんな様子になっちまったのかな。
It's obvious. The Holy Grail War, that secret battle between 6 magi, is stealing life out of this town. My chest starts to hurt. The chest I was stabbed by Lancer only a few hours ago is aching.
今さら教会に戻って何やれ。
And during the pain in my chest, I head home. I think about what I should do once I'm home. I should be able to calm down if I go home, take a bath, and relax a bit. But think about what I should do when I get home. That thought itself was a mistake. Like a bad dream, it tells me there's no road ahead of me. Oh shoot! Oh wait, I forgot. I was trying to piece together the timeline of like the events that happened in the first route. I forgot they literally talked to. Well, you'll see her. I raised my head at the girl's voice. I forgot she was waiting for him. I forgot she was here. Oh no, he's gonna get obliterated on top of that hill. She'll leave me back home. Cause she literally like talk. Oh my god, strange. Oh, dang! And they burst. I didn't even have a chance to see it scream or turn and run. The black giant standing there swings his weapon upwards, and then just the sheer force of the weapon moving takes in. Oh my god. Who told me to pick this ending? Who told me to pick this ending? You are sick. You are a sick individual. What do you mean surprise, alien? It flew off. It flew off. Something flew off from the base. The road behind me. It's like with a downpour of redness, and the broken part is light pink, and there's slowly seeping blood and intense pain and horror. And... Just squash him? Ugh. I roll. Both my legs are bent as if sitting Japanese style, but they're both bending the wrong way, with my feet bending forward from my knees. Ugh. Ugh. My thoughts cannot catch up to the events. My thoughts cannot catch up to the events due to the pain. Berserker. I definitely heard that. Then the monster in front of me.
行儀いいんだね、お兄ちゃん。知ってるよ。それって解釈って言うんでしょ。おじい様は言ってたわ。日本人はお行儀よく正座してする人たちなんだって。
Okay, so imagine like sitting on your knees, I guess, like to pray, but your knees are facing the opposite direction. Oh god. I begin to pass out. The girl's innocent voice doesn't match the situation. I look up. I can't breathe. Half of my chest has been blown behind me, leaving a hole. Just die, Shirou. Just die. I fall into the ground on my back. Both my legs have become like caterpillars. And they're broken so they can't move. It really gets worse in the bad end. No kidding. I don't even want to know what the other endings are at this point. So I use my working arm to grip the asphalt and drag myself. Shirou, don't even. Kind of feel bad for making choose ending. It's fine. It's. I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of yapping, and then Saber's gonna like slit my throat, and then we leave. I forgot. Ilya was waiting for us right outside the church. Oh, God. That is awful. My body feels light. I've lost over half my blood already. It's amazing I'm still conscious. Shirou, just stop fighting, please. My brain is starved of oxygen, and it should have stopped already. Wait. Is she gonna heal him so that he can die more?
頭を潰すまでは意識がちゃんと残ってるの。だからこんなことをしてもまだ生き物としてのたうち回れるわ。
Oh. Oh my god. Who picked? Who? Okay, when I said it was okay that you picked this, I lied to you. It was not okay. I'm crushed. I'm crushed by that shockwave of his weapon like a printing press. My lower body becomes a two-dimensional object, unbelievably flat. Ugh. Why is it still happening? I can't die. There's only blood left in my head and my body does not function. My nerves are wanting to die and escape the pain, but my conscience will not go away. An instant of hope. The girl gasps as if being surprised. Stream's lagging. Uh-oh. What's it looking like? Is the stream okay? There's like so many people using this Wi-Fi right now. Oh, by the way, 50 views. Nice, nice. Right now it is? Okay. I don't know how much we missed, but basically Shirou was like, I'm not a master anymore. And then she was like, yeah, who cares? And then she smiled, and now we're listening to this very happy music. I fully understand that I'll be killed here.
私でも抱き上げられるくらいになったかな。
Why is it still going?
それじゃあお兄ちゃん、私のお城に招待してあげる。お城に帰ればいっぱい道具があるから、そこでゆっくりと続きをしよう。
Lots of tools? I can see it lagging, but the head will last. Ilya cooked you, bro. Got touched by a small girl. Oh my god. When does it end? Bad end. Thank you, game. I didn't know. I was just wondering. Tiger Dojo is a strange hint corner. If you like to beat the game by yourself, or if you like to keep the characters' images, please be warned. What is Taiga Dojo? Oh, are they gonna tell me, hey, buddy, try the other option?
みんな元気にしてるかな。ゲームは1日1時間。サクッと死亡した君に体罰直撃。悩みを
For all of you who died easily, this is the assistant. It's so disrespectful. This game's like, yeah, so you idiots.
本編の雰囲気ぶち壊しのこのコーナーの趣旨を問いたいと思う。
She's like, you idiots picked the wrong option. Oh, could you imagine it's your first time playing Fate and you see this?
いわばフェイト本編そのものと言っても過言ではないのではないでしょうか。
まあ、ベラス、ベラボー、おー、ベラボー。はい、よくできました。みんなもうすうす感づいてると思うけど、この道場こそがフェイトの肝なのよ。みんな。
Because of this detour, the stream is only being 3 hours long. This is insane. This is crazy. What is... Oh, they're gonna explain to me how dumb I am. Squashed and got small.
こんなことするのはよっぽど残酷な人でなしなんだろうな。
Look at Ilya's face.
問題ありません。これは愛情の裏返しによるキュートでポップなジェノサイドなのだ。
Oh my god.
不許可。
間違えました。これはふだつながらないお兄ちゃんがあるヒロインのご機嫌を損ねちゃった結末です。
その通り。いわば指導不覚悟。背中を見せたら切腹よ。今後このような後ろ向きな選択はじゃんじゃん選びなさい。死ねるから。
Please choose cowardly choices like this, as you'll die a lot.
でもまあここは名目上 Q&A コーナーなので一応
It's okay, Taiga. It was one. It was two. How do you even play this game? Like, is there options? Oh yeah, there's
弟子
options.
1号。今回の対策は
Basically, we chose the bad
選択肢に
option.
戻って違う方を選べばいいのであります。
And they were like, do you want to fight in the Holy Grail War, or do you want to not do it. And then
今
he
回の
was
よう
like,
な突発手は
oh, we
至
picked
る
the
と
option
ころ
to
に仕
not
掛
do
けられ
it,
てるか
and
ら
we got
選択肢でのセー
pretty
ブは
much
基本よ。
obliterated.
それじゃあ今回はここまで。次の稽古で君を待つ。
Hi.
またね。
Bye, Taiga. Okay, guys, who's ready to try that again? What was that? What was that? Why? Okay. Let's fight. I won't run away. Honestly, this Holy Grail War and Master stuff doesn't seem real to me. But still, if there are only two choices, fighting or running away, I will never run away. The priest said it too. I'm a magus. I should be ready. That is why I must decide. Even though I'm an amateur, Emiya Shirou is a magus. If I decided to become a superhero in the footsteps of Emiya Kiritsugu, whom I've admired all this time,
マスターとして
revoke it. I won't because I don't want to sit through that again.
10年前の火事の原因が聖杯
I'm
戦
so
争だって言う
happy
なら
I can leave this church
あん
and
な
tell
出来事を
Saber
二度も起
we're
こさせ
still
るわけにはい
fighting.
かない
Because her looking me in the eyes, completely indifferent, saying, yeah, I didn't really expect you to keep fighting anyway. There's a stronger master like Rin. She's way better than you, so I'll just go talk to her. As if he likes my answer, the priest smiles with satisfaction. I take a deep breath. I've cut away all hesitation. As a man, I said I'll fight. It's like the game knows you picked the first option, and then now they're just making fun of you by saying stuff like, I will never run away. Ever.
それでは君をセーバーのマスターと認めよう。この瞬間に今回の聖杯戦争は受理された。これよりマスターが残り一人になるまでこの町における魔術戦を許可する。
Okay, but now we know that Berserker is right outside the church, right by our house, waiting for us. The priest's voice echoes heavily through the church. There's no meaning to that declaration. Only Tohsaka and I heard the priest's words. This man merely rang the starting bell as the priest of this church.
決まりね。それじゃあ帰るけど、私も一つぐらい質問していい？キレ。
構わんよ。これが最後かもしれんのだ。
それじゃあ遠慮なく。キレ、あんた見届け役なんだから、他のマスターの情報ぐらいは知ってるんでしょ？
それは困ったな。教えてやりたいのは山々だが、私も詳しくは知らんのだ。エミやシローも含め、今回は正規の魔術師が少ない。
あ、そう。なら呼び出された順番ならわかるでしょ？仮にも監視役なんだから。
うん。1番手はバーサーカー。2番手はキャスターだな。あとはそう大差はない。先日にアーチャー、そして数時間前にセイバーが呼び出された。
Oh, that was a few hours ago. Okay.
それじゃあこれ
Wait,
で。
a few hours ago. So that canonically,
正
okay.
式に聖杯戦
I guess the
争が
walk
開始
to
され
the
たという
church
こ
might
と
have taken an hour.
リン、聖杯戦争が終わるまでこの教会に足を運ぶことは許されない。許されるとしたら
自分のサーバントを失って
If
保護を
Astolfo
願う
was in
場合
this?
のみでしょ？
Do you...
それ以外にあんたを頼ったら減点ってことね。
Actually, that would be kind of funny. Actually, now that I think
So-
about it, that would be funny.
おそ
Could
ら
you
く
imagine
君が勝
if,
者にな
like,
る
the
だろう。
Apocrypha servants,
減点がつ
were
い
in
た
this
教会
war?
が黙っていない。
Not all of them, obviously, but like, could you
練
imagine
習
if
はつまらない論議の末
Shirou summoned
君から
Mordred
聖杯を奪い
instead
取
of
る
Artoria?
私としては最悪の展開。
Mordred's like, who are you? You're a weirdo. She's like, you're lame, dude.
エセ
And
神
she was
父
like, I don't want to fight in this
教
war.
会の人
She's
間
like,
が魔術協
okay.
会の肩を持つの
Who
ね。
would get Astolfo? I guess Shinji? Astolfo is kind of like silly. I don't know if
私
they
は
would
神
vibe.
に仕える身だ。教会に仕えている
What
わ
other
けではない
servants。would be cool? If Rin got
よく
Archer
言うわ。
of
だからエセなのよ、あんたは。
Berserker could solo most of the Apocrypha servants, except for Karma and yeah, most of them are actually. I feel like Archer. No, Archer. I mean, obviously unlimited blade works, but I feel like Saber could, like, no Excalibur. Using one hand, she could solo most of the servants. After that, she just makes her way to the exit without saying goodbye.
そんなんでいいのか、トサカ。あいつお前の兄弟子なんだろ。なら。
You know, we need to do something during a stream. It's like a matchup, and see which servants can beat each other.
いいわよ、そんなの。むしろ縁が切れて先制するぐらいだもの。そんなことより、あなたも外に出なさい。もうこの教会に用はないから。
Tohsaka walks across the floor without stopping and really leaves. I sigh and follow her. And then I feel a presence behind me and turn around. Oh, what's he smelling me? What the heck? The priest, who was behind me before I knew it, is looking down on me.
なんだよ。
Would Mordred call Shirou mom if she found out his relationship with Saber? Would oh, that's true. Maybe she should just say she has two dads? I guess. I back off as I say so. Just as I thought. I don't like him. Me neither, Shirou. Don't worry. Maybe we're just incompatible or something, but I can't get myself to like him.
話がないなら帰るからな。
It would be funny if Shirou met, like... What, I wonder how Ruler would be in this as I go.
喜べ少年。
Rejoice.
君の願いはようやく叶う。
Oh. Rejoice, boy. Oh, that's what you were saying earlier. The priest says, as if declaring an oracle. Those words aren't words, the true feelings I haven't realized.
何をいきなり。
分かっていたはずだ。明確な悪がいなければ君の望みは叶わない。たとえそれが君にとって容認し得ぬものであろうと、正義の味方には倒すべき悪が必要だ。
Is this like foreshadowing for those who don't know? I feel like everything has turned black. The priest said it. The greatest wish and the ugliest wish I have are the same. Yes, the desire to protect something is at the same time none other than the wish for something to violate it.
お前。
Oh my. But there's no way I'd wish for something like that. I don't remember a moment when I've wished for that. Such an insecure wish just means the target ideals are inconsistent. But the priest says, as if to pierce my heart, good thing you have an enemy now.
何?
If Ruler was in
取
this,
り
I
繕
feel
う
like she
こと
could
はない。
fall for Shirou because
君の
of his role
葛
as
藤
Saber.
は人
Oh,
間
she
と
would
し
be
て
all
と
over
て
him.
も正しい。
She fell for Sieg just because Sieg was like... I don't even know why she fell for him. I forgot why, but she would be all over Shirou. She'd be like, you want to save everybody? Yeah, and I don't care if I get hurt. Oh my god, me too. Wow, we have so much in common, Shirou. And he'd be like, okay, cool. And she would be like trying to like set up dates with him every single day. I shake off the priest's words and walk to the
さら
door.
ばだエミヤシロ。最後の忠告になるが、
She would give him free command
帰り道には気をつけ
spells
たまえ。
every single day. This would be my last warning, but take care on your way.
これより君の世界は一変する。君は殺し、殺される側の人間になった。その身はすでにマスターなのだからな。
Apocrypha's made outside of Mordred. I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that. Kind of agree. Mordred and her master Kirei are the goats of that show. They're the only reason I stuck through it because they were so fun. And then, you know, they didn't make it to the end, and I kind of wanted to stop watching, but I kept watching. I thought Ruler would be cooler, but she was just there. She's sweet in Carnival Phantasm though. Or no, Grand Carnival, sorry. As soon as I leave, the pressure on my shoulders lift. Certainly you could say that getting away from that priest helped. You know what, guys, just for for good time's sake, I'm just gonna save my game here, so we don't have to worry about getting that ending again. But Tohsaka is standing out in her uniform, and the blonde-haired girl in a raincoat standing near her make a strangely well-matched sight that somehow takes the pressure off me. Basically, this dude's seeing two hot girls, and he's fallen in love. Saber is silent as always. Ruler and Saber competing for Shirou would be so funny to watch. It would be hilarious, actually.
行きましょう。町に戻るまでは一緒でしょ、私たち。
Someone should draw, or actually I could probably draw it. Oh, like a picture of Shirou and like all the girls who are obsessed with him, even Sakura and Rin. Do you guys think Saber Lily? Never mind. Never mind. Hey, let's go to town. Tohsaka starts walking. Following after her, we leave the church as well. Three of us descend the hill together. We didn't talk much on the way, but there's even less talk now. Even dull as I am, I know why. After what happened at the church, I truly became a master. It would be like Carnival where they set up a date. Oh yeah! The big episode where they have like Shiki and Shirou doing their date. Yeah, it would. Saber Lily. Who said Saber Lily? I understand that. I understand, but I don't like thinking about Tohsaka like that.
お前のサーバント大丈夫なのか?
They're technically same age outside of mine experience. Yeah, Shirou's not catching it.
あーちゃんなら無事よ。まあ、セイバーにやられたダメージは簡単に消えそうにないから、しばらく実体化はさせられないだろうけど。
Yeah, basically Archer's
じゃあそばにはいないのか?
Archer's gotta use his healing.
ええ、
He's gotta
私
take
の
some
家で
time
か
off
くま
because
ってる
Saber
状
kind of
態
messed him up.
今他のサーバントに襲われたら不利だから、傷が治るまでは有利な場所で敵に備えさせてるの。
Yeah, I see. Yeah, their ages are like. That's my only thing is like, Saber looks young to Shirou, but she's still a grown woman, right? Or I mean, I don't know, but still, Archer got F. Oh yeah, definitely. Unlike my house, I'll bet Tohsaka's house is well prepared against attacks. Saber's in her 30. Okay, thank you. She seemed like she's a king who's had a kid. House is like a fortress for Magus. They will not lose. I think I'm like multitasking, reading comments and reading the story. That must mean enemies will not attack you as long as you stay on your home ground. I see. The boundary field at my house is merely an alarm against intruders, but even having that makes a big difference.
そういえばトーサカ、さっきやつ聖杯戦争の監督役って言ってたけどさ、あいつお前のサーバントを知ってるのか?
The fact that Artoria fought for
知
Shirou
らないはずよ。私教え
That's
て
the
ない
thing.
もの。
When I first watched the show, I didn't think of it, and then I saw Unlimited Blade Works.
お前とあいつ
And in that
仲がいいか
show, she's, like,
ら
in
そうだ
the
と思ってた
school.
けど。
With like Shirou brings her to school, or no, she goes to school or
あ
something.
のね、宮君。
And then
忠告しておくけど、
Kuzuki
自分のサーバントの正体は誰にも教えちゃダメよ。
Kuzuki's like,
たとえ
if
信
you're
用で
bringing
きる相手
foreigners
でも
with you,
黙って
wearing
おきな
clothes,
さ
I'm
い
like,。is she the same age as him?
そうでないと、早々に消えることになるから。
Well, Saber's repressed teen, so it's fine. Her only experience is in maintaining affairs of state. Mordred was done even without her knowledge. Oh yeah, Morgan. Yeah. Oh, does Fate go through that story too? Excalibur stops her physical age. Oh, okay. See, I'm learning. Cause yeah, in the story of King Arthur, I know Morgana like hypnotizes him, and okay, they do. That's cool. And Excalibur stops her. Okay. And also, I was thinking, you know, at the time this was written, the Japanese age of consent was like 16 or 14 even. So it probably didn't matter back then, but...
だから、サーバントがどこの英雄かっていうことよ。いくら強いからって、戦力を明かしてちゃ、いつか寝首をかかれるに決まってるでしょ。いいから、後でセーバーか
But yeah,
ら
that's
新
good.
名を教えてもら
Now
い
I
なさい。
know. Because that's always been like a question in the back of my mind is
そうすれば
Saber's
私の言ってることがわかる。
Because she does act mature, and of
け
course she
ど
is
ちょっとタンマ、エミヤ君はあれだから
affairs of state, as you
いっ
say.
そ教えてもらわない方がいいわね。
But physically, she's like a teenager.
なんでさ。
エミヤ君隠し事できないもの。なら知らない方が秘密にできるじゃない？
あのな、人を何だと思ってるんだ。それぐらいの駆け引きはできるぞ、俺。
そう？じゃあ私に隠していることとかある？
遠坂に隠して
If
るこ
anything
とって
hiding from me, he's probably
それ
talking
は
about the crush he has on her. See, his face fires up. Bro, over here in Japan is crazy with the ages. Like I saw this 25-year-old with a 16-year-old together. Like it's so weird over here. Are you in Japan? I'm a place Japan guy. You know that meme where people like you see a photo of like a field and it's like okay whatever, and then you see it's in Japan and then you get excited. That's me, as of right now. I don't have a guilty conscience, but well, kind of admiring her account is something I'm hiding from her.
ほ
Have
ら
you seen
皆さん、
Lancer, Artoria?
何を隠しているか知らないけど動揺が顔に出
That's
る
what
よう
she
じゃ
would
向
look
い
like
て
if
ない
she
わ。
kept. Oh, I think I have actually.
あなたは他にいいところがあるんだから駆け引きなんて考えるのはやめなさい。
Should I pull her up? I can do that. Wait. Lancer, Artoria. We're like taking it. People watching this on like. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to pick the right photo that doesn't get me demonetized. There's so much art of her. So much art. That's very creative. Okay. Okay. There's so much art of her that's like. Ugh. So this is what she'd look like. You know what? I bet if Shirou saw I bet if Shirou saw this, he wouldn't be okay, never mind. You guys are gonna get my like my internet service provider to like delete my IP address from the thing. What were we doing? What's
そ
going
れじゃ
on?
遠坂はどうなんだよ。あの神父にも黙ってるってことはあいつも信用してないってことか。
Yeah, born and
Yeah.
raised, trust me, the only thing good over here is Tokyo.
私
People think
あ
everything
い
in
つを
Japan is
信用
cool.
するほどおめでたくないわ。
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm one of those people.
あいつはね、教
I
会
do
か
want
ら
to
魔術
visit though.
協
I
会
think
に
it would
く
be
ら替え
nice
し
to
たくせ
visit.
に
I've never been out of.
まだ教会に在籍している食わせ者なのよ。人の情報を他のマスターに売るぐ
But
らいはやりかねないわ。
you know, I heard they're bringing like Japanese 7-Eleven, the food there. They're bringing it to the United States 7-Elevens. I don't know if it'll be the same quality, but hey, I mean, what can you do? It's actually legal, but the laws are not strict, so abuse is kind of gray area. That sucks. Tohsaka says with annoyance. Seems like she doesn't really trust that priest. Oh, my mouse is showing. Whoopsie. There we go. I'm a bit relieved, but still, her words do seem to hold a bit of affection. Yeah, I'm a Japan fan until I visit, and I'm like, you know, this place is, it's all right. It's not that much. There's no conversation between us now. The cold winter air and our cold breath. A faint sound of flowing water and the white street lamps that light up the bridge. Small things like that are engraved into my memory. Oddly, I didn't think about looking at Tohsaka, who's walking next to me. Right now, it seems walking on the bridge at night together like this is more precious than seeing her face. Me, Tohsaka, and the girl called Saber I know nothing about. He's imagining the threesome right now. An origiri in a US convenience store would be fun to see. It would. I wonder how people who aren't like Japan fans would react to it. Like I wonder if they'd be like, how am I supposed to eat this thing? Dang it. As long as people don't think Japan is unrealistic utopia, it's fine. I just like everywhere else on Earth full of problems. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like people think Japan is anime in real life. Like, I feel like people expect to see cute little streets like this one in the game. Or actually, this street isn't cute. It's said plenty of murders on it. But like people expect to see cute little streets and like I guess schoolgirls everywhere. I don't know what people expect. But I've been to cosmopolitan areas. It's like New York City. I've been to California. I've been to places like that, and I know what the real world is like, and I want to see what that side of the world is like in Japan. But also, I know Japan has a lot of things that the U.S. is lacking in, especially trains. I want to ride on one of their trains so badly. The intersection that leads to our house, the place where we must meet with Tohsaka.
ここでお別れね。義理は果たしたし、これ以上一緒にいると何かと
Living
面倒
close
で
to
しょ。
anywhere like the schools and outfits for school.
きっぱり別れて、
Yeah, I feel like
明
if
日
like
からは敵同士にならないと。
like people who dress up I don't even know how to describe this. People who try to learn Japanese on Duolingo for like a month and then they just end up not learning, or they go on like sub anime only and they watch like My Hero Academia and they watch some random school the day my sister turned into my wife or something like that. People who do that see a schoolgirl in her uniform and they're like, oh my god, that's pretty cool looking. And they'll be like, I don't know, I definitely, if I were to go to Japan, I'd want to differentiate myself from the tourists who are there, who romanticize it. I think that's the word, it's romanticizing Japan and thinking of it as a perfect country. It must be to end the ambiguous position we're in right now. Tohsaka starts talking and cuts off suddenly. From that, I realize she did not explain the rules to me out of any sense of obligation. She just supported me, understanding the situation I'm in, and acted fairly. So things are back to normal once the explanations are over. I'll just be her target as a master now. Trades are goat. Only have trains for 90/50s. Exactly. And like they're only in like so many cities. They're in like the big cities, and then if you want to catch a train, I live near Atlanta, and there's no train that goes near my house. I have to drive like an hour and a half to the train station. So I can, hop on the train, go to like a 30-minute drive or ride to the other side of town and then do nothing. I think Japan is cool because it has so many trains. I definitely want to hop on some of those trains. But if so, what you just said was strange. Tohsaka must have meant that it would be difficult to fight if she feels empathy for me. For Tohsaka, everything that happened tonight must have been unnecessary. It would have been troublesome if we stayed together any longer. If she's going to say something like that, she should have left us alone from the beginning. Tohsaka's smart, so she should know that all too well. But still, she set aside all thought of loss or gain and helped me out. So what happened tonight was totally out of good faith. The Tohsaka in front of me is too different from how she is at school. Even when I put it nicely, she's sour, cranky, she's sour, cranky, unapproachable, and she's so different that I want to scream out. If you ever come here and get on a train, don't use those monkey bar things. Trust me, you will look weird. I think I know what you're talking about. Trains would be better for environment, cheaper on my wallet. Oh, definitely. I'm like a big fan of like urban development and like how cities are made, and I believe that trains are so good for the environment, and they're so much better than driving because you get to sit down and relax. You don't have to sit down and like stare at the road the whole time. Man, it feels almost like a fraud, yet still, Tohsaka Rin is just how everyone thought she was.
Tohsaka っていいやつなんだな。
I think this is significant because...
何よ突然。
Oh, he said that out
おだ
loud?
てだって手は抜かないわよ。
Because before, his buddy Issei was like, Tohsaka sucks. She's bad. She's evil. And then he was like, oh, I don't think so. And now we're realizing that she went out of her way to help Shirou learn the rules and all that stuff, so maybe she's not a bad person. I know that. She won't go easy on me, and that's why she said it'll be a bother if she feels empathy for me.
けど、できれば敵同士にはなりたくない。俺、お前みたいなやつは好きだ。
Tohsaka falls silent for some reason. I hear Tohsaka's house is in the western style district in the opposite direction of my place. Since she's taken care of me until now, I would like to walk her home, but
とにかくサーバントがやられたら迷わずさっきの教会に逃げ込みなさいよ。そうすれば命だけは助かるんだから。
you say always hating.
そ
Oh,
れは気が
definitely.
引けるけど、一応聞いておく。
He's a born and bred hater.
そんなことにはならないだろう。
In Carnival
どう考えて
Phantasm,
もセイバーより俺の
Castor
方
was
が短
making
命
like
だ。
Saber figures, and he was like the whole time trying to get her kicked out of the temple. I calmly analyzed the situation. Tohsaka reacts strangely once again. After letting out a sigh, she glances at Saber.
いいわ。これ以上の忠告は本当に感情移入になっちゃうから言わない。
You say the goat though.
せ
Yeah,
いぜい
he's
気をつけなさい。い
he's
くら
funny.
セイバーが優れているからって、
Like
マ
he's
スター
he's
であるあな
hilarious.
たがやられちゃったらそれまでなんだから。
She turns her back and starts walking, but as if she's seen a ghost, her feet stop dead in her
Tohsaka.
tracks. Tohsaka. The instant I call out to her, my left hand throbs in pain.
お話は終わり？
Guys, you guys remember like an hour or 30 minutes ago when I got my legs turned in backwards. I got my chest, I got a hole punched through my chest. Then I got my lower half of my body, flattened. I looked like a pancake. And then it was just my head and I was able to speak. And then I got told that I was not going to die and I would just keep living forever in immense pain. Yep. Let's see how this goes. My bad for the flush. You guys, you know how Kotomine brought up the fire from 10 years ago and Shirou like went pale and he's like freaking out? That's me right now. A young voice echoes through the night. The voice is like a song, is unmistakably of of a young girl. My vision is drawn to the top of the hill. I don't remember when the clouds parted, but a bright moon is now shining in the sky. There. Bazaka. Iria. A long shadow. There's a strange shape that shouldn't be here in this pale town of shadow pictures.
バサカ。
Tohsaka mumbles a word I'm not accustomed to hearing. I don't even need to ask. That thing is definitely a servant. And at the same time, an overwhelming sense of death, exceeding even the one in the fire 10 years ago. Uh-oh.
こんばんは、お兄ちゃん。こうして会うのは2度目だね。
The girl smiles as she says so. That innocence sends a chill down my spine. No, spine is an understatement. Not just my body, but my mind is frozen as well. That thing is a monster. I'm not staring at it, but just its presence makes me unable to move. I understand naturally that I will die in the instant I move, even a muscle. It feels like a knife is pushed right against my naked chest. Still, I feel nothing. Probably because there's too little hope of me getting out of this alive. All fears and impatience are drowned by my hopelessness. So I don't feel a thing.
やば、あいつ桁違いだ。
Guys, don't worry. Saber's got this, guys. Relax. We're good. Unlike me, who's paralyzed, Tohsaka has the composure to stand ready. But it'll come to nothing. Even though I can only see her back, I can sense the despair she's feeling.
あれ？なんだ、あなたのサーバントはお休みなんだ。つまんないな。2匹一緒に潰してあげようって思ったのに。
No, Saber's gonna lock in. Trust me, trust me. The girl says unhappily as she looks down at us from the top of the hill. We're in an even worse situation now. That girl knows Tohsaka's servant is not here. And then the girl bows unsuitably for this
はじめ
situation.
まして、リン。私はエリア。エリアスフィール・フォン・アインツベルンって言えばわかるでしょ。
Elias Phil von
Einsberg.
Einsberg. Oh, yeah, because the Einsperrens and the Tohsakas have like family drama, I think. Tohsaka's body moves slightly as she seems to recognize that name. Perhaps she liked Tohsaka's reaction as the girl smiles happily and she orders a strange shape behind her as if she's singing. Uh-oh. Pokemon battle. Here we go. The larger body flies through the air. The thing called Berserker comes flying down the whole distance from the top of the hill. Uh-oh. Saber runs. Her raincoat comes off, and my vision is blocked for a second. Wait, she's locked in. She's locked in. Saber runs to Berserker's landing point, and Berserker lands with a huge thud exactly at the same moment. The air trembles. Saber stops Berserker's great sword with her invisible sword. Saber makes a pained face. There. Berserker's gigantic sword flashes like a whirlwind. A great thunderous roar. The crash of steel that almost tears the air results in defeat for Saber. Wait! Did they wash my goat? A sliding sound. Even though she blocked Berserker's giant sword, she's driven back along with the sword she used to block it. Saber's posture collapses. The lead-colored servant chases after her. Bro, Shirou, help her! Shirou, get in there! The gray figure swings its giant sword as if it's the only thing it knows how to do. Saber doesn't have the time to dodge it and blocks it with her sword. It doesn't matter if Saber's sword is invisible or not. Each of Berserker's attacks is a fatal one that must be blocked with all her might. Therefore, Saber has to stay on the defense. For her, it's the only chance of victory is to find a means of attack in between Berserker's attacks. But that's only if Berserker leaves an opening. Guys, this was me playing the Elden Ring DLC. I don't know if any of you played that, but this is literally the final boss fight. The final boss looks just like Berserker too. The Black Rock sword is just like a storm with such a large body. And with such a large sword, and yet Berserker's moving faster than Saber. The attack he sends out just smashing swings with no technique to them. But that's enough. There's overwhelming power and speed, there's no room for technique. Techniques are something humans invented to compensate for their weaknesses. Weaknesses are things that the giant don't have. Okay. Run. I murmur with my frozen body. That thing cannot be defeated. Saber will be killed if we go on like this, so she should run away. But it won't be easy for her to get away if we were just hurt here. She would know that already. I never played Elden Ring, but I played all the previous FromSoft games. Yeah, I think of Fate as like Dark Souls, but as an anime. That said, my body's numb, but maybe my mind is calm. Maybe that's why my mind is so calm. A storm of death that strikes without a pause. Unable to take all the attacks, Saber retreats, and this time, the final blow that cannot be blocked is swung. Saber's body rises. She manages to defend against Berserker's giant sword, even in a bad posture. But that's only to avoid a fatal wound. She couldn't brace herself to totally block the giant sword. The impact blows her away. She falls, her body drawing a big arc. Before she falls on her back, Saber turns midair and lands on her feet. Okay, she's still fighting. Come on, Saber. Come on, Saber. She manages to recover. But the red blood is running down her chest. Stupid of me. I was forgetting something important. Oh yeah, Shirou. She didn't heal. Nobody healed her. I don't know how much of a servant can fight in one day, but this is already her third battle. And on top of that, Saber has a wound in her chest inflicted by Lancer. Oh, she's in pain. Saber moves as if to protect her chest. Berserker moves and slashes like a raging wind at the wounded Saber and receives many attacks on his back. Alright, Rin. What's that? Four strikes of boom, boom, boom. That's what it means. I don't know what kind of magic it is, but Berserker's body explodes from Tohsaka's spell. Judging from the magical energy given out, the magic directly hitting Berserker must be an impact close to that of a high-caliber pistol. Even that is meaningless. It doesn't even scratch Berserker's body. He isn't nullifying magic like Saber. It's just that the magic isn't doing any damage. Basically, he doesn't need magic negation because he can just tank it. He's just a tank. But Tohsaka does not stop casting. But Berserker ignores Tohsaka's spells and charges at Saber. Saber raises her head in pain. She holds her sword up to still fight. That gets my body to move again. I yell with all my might. I definitely clicked something. What did I say? Hearing that, she faces the enemy she cannot compare to. There's no end to Berserker's attacks. Saber's body sinks every time she blocks a blow, and she slowly approaches her final moment. But still, where in that small frame does she have all that power? Saber doesn't retreat. She blocks the surging waves of the giant sword and tries to drive back Berserker with her willpower. There's no chance of victory. The way she's holding her ground looks bizarre. She should know that she will be defeated if she keeps fighting. Maybe it sends something in her posture. The figure, silent up to now, roars. A blow impossible to block. The blow that even swings through Saber blows her away. The sound of something falling in the distance. Fresh blood spills out. In that pool of blood, with a body that should not be able to get back up. Shirou. Look at... Bro. Shirou. I need Shirou to unlock Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah, if he could just do something. He should just say the words, I am the bone of my sword. I am the bone of my sword. She stands up unconsciously. It's as if she's saying, I would be killed if she didn't do so. Bro, she's fighting for her life. And this guy's just watching. That makes me realize how foolish my choice was. Berserker stops after defeating Saber. Without paying attention to me or Tohsaka, it waits for its master's orders at the top of the hill.
勝てるわけないじゃない。私のバーサーカーはね、ギリシャ最大の英雄なんだから。ギリシャ最大の英雄ってまさか。そうよ。そこにいるのはヘラクレスっていう魔物。あなたたち程度が刺激できる英雄とは格が違う。最強の怪物なんだから。
The girl who called herself Emiya narrows her eyes cheerfully. Those are the eyes of joy, about to finish off her enemies. I don't even need to say who the ones getting killed are. Saber will be killed right here. Then what am I gonna do? I always like how Emiya doesn't care about hiding Berserker's name. Yeah, I think she just realizes he's so strong that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, Lancer's always like, I need to use my noble phantasm, Gay Bolg, and then I have to ensure it kills them so that they don't remember. But Ilia's like, yeah, that's my servant. He'll kill you, so it doesn't matter. I can't do that. Just approaching that thing without being prepared would stop my heart. But look at Saber, Shirou. I run away with Tohsaka. Guys. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We're not picking run away, by the way. We got told if we run away, that's the worst possible option. This one is short. You want me to pick the bad ending again? You guys are funny. You want me to pick the bad ending? Let me save. Actually, let me save twice. There's like... We saved it. We're gonna get the lecture from Okay. I just want to see. Okay, I just want to see what it is. She'll certainly be killed if I continue fighting. If that's the case. I take Tosaka's hand and start running. For that girl's target, she should come after us. Then Saber will survive. We'll have a chance of surviving too if we run away to a place with more people. Uh-oh. The hand I grab is shaken off. Hello? Did she shoot me in the face? Oh. 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 I can feel my face stiffening as I turn around. I hear a pained voice. Tohsaka coughs up blood and looks down at the sword in its... Okay. No more bad endings. What are we doing here? Does she mean trying to protect me or trying to attack Berserker? Tohsaka tilts her head in wonder, as if she knew it was useless from the start and... Leaving those words, she's thrown to the ground. My body reacts before I can think. The black giant standing before me. Using the opportunity... Oh, God. Shirou's running to... Oh, no, he's running away from... Yeah, he's running away from Berserker. And Emiya's gonna brutally obliterate us. Oh, he's making distance. He's making distance. I run. The only thing in my head is Tosaka's words. The church. I have to get up this hill and get to the church. Go to the church and ask for help from Kotsumine. I have to do it. Or Tohsaka will die. Or Saber will die too. Or won't be able to save them and I too will... I'm blown in the back. Not with the sword. The giant struck my back with its arm like a bush hammer. Ah. Oh no, he's not dead yet. I can't breathe. My backbone is smashed. I can't breathe. I have to hear him describe his slow and painful death again. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I can't move. You can't call me alive anymore. I am... To hurt you more and teach you how wonderful your life was until... That is so evil. The silver-haired girl holds my head. Her cold white fingertips freeze my skull. In that instant, when I'm turned into something that is not me. Take it Kirisuga's place? I wish with my last thoughts for Tohsaka and Saber to be safe. Ah yes. Bad end. Thank you, Fate, for telling me. First hint, Ilia's connected to Kirisuga, yes. And a hint that Berserker has multiple lives. I don't want to hear Taiga yell at me. She's gonna be like, hey, so remember when we told you an hour ago that running away is a bad choice? You picked it again, you idiot. Consider deleting the game. Oh, it's like, how much dialogue do I have to cut through? Isn't there a skip button? Go to next. Get to the next scene or choice. Is that okay? Oh my gosh. Look how much there was. Okay. I think we just suck at this game. We are pro players. We are the best Fate players. We're like the... This is what how it's meant to go. This is a canon ending. But let's save Saber. I can't abandon someone who needs help. Emiya has chosen to live like... See, every time you pick the bad ending and you go back, they're like, yeah, you're supposed to pick this. And most importantly, I can't leave the girl who fought to protect me. Save best Fate girl. Oh yeah. She's like the Pikachu of Fate. Berserker resumes his action. Hi. Here he goes. I run with all my strength. There's no way I can do anything against that monster. So the least I can do is push Saber away and save her from Berserkers. Oh, wow. I fall. Why? I was going to push Saber away. Get Saber away from Berserker and think about... think about what to do after that, so why? Why? Why am I on the ground unable to breathe? Everybody's like, did he really just do that? I hear shocked voices. First is from Saber, who's right in front of me. And Tohsaka is astonished in the distance. So 2 endings we die, cool. Yeah, you know... Where's the ending where there's like a happily ever after? Like, where's the ending where me, Saber, and Rin go and get some ice cream at, like, you know, the shopping district in Fuyuki and have a good day? You know, where's that ending? I was wondering where that is. Why is it all death and destruction and mutilation? And for some reason, Ilya, who's looking down at me, dumbfounded, is also surprised. My body's missing from the chest down. Oh my goodness. I'm on the ground. On the asphalt are a small amount of body fluids compared to the wound. Soft-looking things. Thin, broken things like dry branches and many things like that. Unlimited Blade Works OV episode is a happy end. I know in the anime... Oh yeah, wait. In the anime, they spend like... This time, like, Saber's like doing like indoor baseball. And they like try on glasses. And then she gets stabbed in the heart. Not the best ending. Really? Yes, it was impossible to push Saber out of the way, so I just shielded her, and my stomach was blown out by that sword. Ugh. Okay, so in Heaven's Feel, in the movie, he does the same thing, and they show his, like, guts spilling out. Jeez, I'm ashamed of myself for even falling in a situation like this. No spoilers. Okay, we'll have to get there. I guess we'll have to stream Unlimited Blade Works 2. Is that also 60 hours? I've been working hard to become a superhero, but I keep making mistakes when it really counts. The silver-haired girl asks in a daze, after standing there dumbfounded for a while. Heaven's Feel just brutal. Oh yeah, definitely. Without finishing off Saber, she calls Berserker back.
Rin,
The girl leaves. After watching her leave, my vision cuts out. My consciousness fades away. I really can't recover this time. I was somehow saved when I was killed by Lancer, but that won't happen again. There's probably no magic that can save a person who has lost most of their stomach. I hear an angry voice. It's probably Tohsaka. She seems really angry, and I'm sorry. But it can't be helped. It's not like I can do everything like Tohsaka. All I could use was my body. So that's why the only thing I could do was use my body to shield Saber. Hey, I would do the same thing, Shirou. Probably not, actually, but in theory, I would shield Saber. Day? February 3rd. for partner. Okay. This story from a winter 5 years. Oh, should I save? Now that we've gone a new day. I wonder how long this one is. This was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kiritsugu. Even though it was winter, the weather wasn't cold. The corridor was only a little chilly, and it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kiritsugu didn't leave the house much. Not going outside, he was just lays carelessly around the house. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? This is seen that and tried the ending of Zero. Ooh. Oh, is this the one where he's like... Actually, I'll just play it. Suddenly, that man himself, a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it. Yeah, I think they do this like word for word in the anime. He became angry and asked him. Kiritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky. I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kiritsugu said so. Kiritsugu answers. So of course my response was determined. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Emiya Kiritsugu said, He quietly closed his eyes, and his life ended. Since he looked so peaceful, I thought he would wake up again in the morning, so I didn't disturb him. I didn't know he died. He died right there. Oh no. Perhaps being used to seeing death factored in too. Without doing anything, I just looked up at the man who was my father as he entered a long sleep. There were no sounds of insects in the garden as it was silent. In the bright night, I remember only my eyes being hot. I did not cry out, nor did I feel sad, but I could not stop my tears until the moon sank. That is a story from a winter 5 years ago. Perhaps I cried 10 years worth, since after that, there was nothing. Fujine's father planned the funeral, and I started living in the house by myself. Nothing changed even though Kiritsugu was gone. Emiya Shirou would become a superhero like Emiya Kiritsugu. So there was no time to be playing around. I feel sad for Shirou. Me too. But I'm glad out of this he learned that he wanted to help people. He could have been like, the world sucks. There's only pain. But he was like, I'm gonna help people. The figure of the man who saved me, who was left to the fire 10 years ago. He held up in his arms an unconscious child about to die from burns. He became so happy that tears welled up in his eyes, and he took the child outside. From that time, he was a subject of my admiration. No one saved me. I couldn't save anyone. In it all, I was saved, and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero, so that I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Kiritsugu died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed their father. Emiya Shirou must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child. You think Shirou's ideals are trash and Archer's right? Honestly, when I was watching Unlimited Blade Works, I'm trying to remember how I felt about it. I think Shirou, he kept saying or people kept telling Shirou he could not physically save everybody, and that the idea of saving somebody means that somebody else doesn't get saved. And I think Shirou was just so like stubborn against it. And I think Archer's deal was that he lived by that philosophy, trying to save everybody, but in doing so he was kind of like Kiritsugu in that he would commit these many atrocities to save people, but in doing so other people are dying. So Archer was like, you should consider dying yourself, and then you won't have to worry about it. I think in general, I agree with Shirou that it's better to help as many people as you can. I think he just went a little crazy with it. But in Heaven's Feel, he actually does manage to save a lot of people, so in the movie series at least. So I agree with that, Shirou. To fulfill the dream of the man I admired the most. But honestly, I don't get it. What the superhero thing is supposed to be, how to become one, and how to make everyone happy like Kiritsugu always said. And I became this thing called a master, and things like the blonde-haired girl following me around is confusing my head, and really... I think Shirou's ideals are right, but he can destroy himself by not in Altria. Yeah, I feel like he's stuck in the fantasy land that... Because superheroes in general are born of fantasy, and trying to become a superhero in the real world is not easy. And I feel like he just failed to recognize that. When I open my eyes, I'm in a familiar room. As soon as I speak, I start to feel terribly sick. It tastes blood in my mouth. Maybe I was filling my mouth, but I can't breathe in thick air. I'm not sure why I feel like this. I feel really sick to my stomach, so I wanted to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I stand up. He falls back down. I feel dizzy. I must fall and support myself by putting a hand against the wall. The nausea increases when I move. Oh, this is more like pain than nausea. My body's heavy and it feels like my stomach is turning every time I move. Maybe someone would feel like this if someone poured burning lead into their stomach. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and wobble out of my room. He's gonna look in the mirror and see a giant scar across his belly. He's gonna like, what is that? And he's gonna see the scar in his heart where he, like, this guy's taken a beating in the last 24 hours. He's like, I don't know how he's still kicking. I wash my face and wipe the sweat off my body. There are bandages wrapped around my stomach for some reason. I can't recall anything about them, so I leave them be for now. Even though my stomach feels terrible, my body wants energy. Putting my mind into it, I start to walk along the wall. I still feel dizzy, and my body feels dull. I walk forward, letting out miserable sounds. Really, what did I do before going to bed? I don't remember any training that could have caused this pain. I reach the living room. Sakura and Fujine must be at school. There's no breakfast prepared in the living room, and there's none of Fujine's loudness. A quiet living room is like a typical Sunday.
Ohayo. Katteni yagarasete moratte wa, Emiya-kun.
I like how the music just stops. Saving people is good, but becoming cynical because you can't save everyone is just unfortunate. Especially born of survivor's guilt. Yeah. That was Archer's deal, wasn't it? That he was like... He's going like crazy because he couldn't save everybody. Or something, I don't know. Or Shirou. I guess they're the same dude, technically. No, it's not. Tohsaka Rin is sitting on a cushion. Her calmness makes me think I'm the guest in this house, and not her. I didn't know how to answer her, so first of all I sit down, and then I take a deep breath and ask,
Tohsaka, お前どうして?
待った。その前に謝ってくれない？昨夜の一件についての謝罪を聞かないと
Do you want an
落ち着け
apology
ないわ。
for jumping in the way of the Berserker sword or for the bad ending where I got you killed? Which one do you want an apology for? I don't even have time to ask her why she's here. Tohsaka's glaring at me like she's really mad. It seems like she's really angry about last night, but what happened last night? Hold on. I recall it now. That's right. Why am I so relaxed? I tried to save Saber and Berserker blew away my stomach. The nausea returns. I feel a chill, remembering the feeling of having a hole in my body. Something in my stomach moves. It feels really sick. It feels really sick, but that's definite proof that I'm alive. Wait, that's weird. Shouldn't that have been instant death for me?
変だ。なんだって生きてるんだ、俺。
思い出した？
Yeah, Archer could not save
昨夜
everyone and it
自分が
made
どんな
him
バ
so
カをし
bitter
で
he
かし
ended
た
up
かっ
wanting
て
to erase himself.
なら少しは反省しなさい。
It's important for fake not to. Hold up, I'm getting a vibe that I should move the chat right there. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. You know what, because I don't think they bring that up in the anime. They just like briefly they hint that they have the same magic and the same like skills, but they don't like directly say that Archer feels the same way about saving everybody. Tohsaka lets out a hump and criticizes me. Huh, it's really annoying. My head, which was frozen by the fact that Tohsaka is here, finally resumes activity again.
何言ってんだ。あの時はあれ以外することなんてなかっただろう。いや、そりゃ結果だけ見ればバカだったけど、本当はもっとうまくやるつもりだったんだ。だからあれは間違いなんかじゃない。
I protest, glaring at her. What? Why is she sighing?
マスターが死んだらサーバントは消えるって言ったでしょ。だって言うのにサーバントをかばうなんてどうかしてるわ。いい？あなたが死んでしまえばセイバーだって消えてしまう。セイバーを救いたかったのならもっと安全な場所からできる手段を考えなさい。まったく身を挺してサーバントを守るなんて行為は無駄以外の何者でもないって分かってるの？
かばったわけじゃない。助けようとしたらああなっちまっただけだ。俺だってあんな目に遭うなんて思わなかった。
Sure can't help seeing Saber as a person, it seems. Oh yeah, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, yeah. I didn't think that I'd be killed if I went near that monster, but that's a different matter. He didn't think he would get killed by doing that. That's funny.
勘違いしてるみたいね、あなた。
Yeah, when he first saw Saber, he was like, "Who's this girl? Wow, she's gorgeous." As if she's reading my mind, she sulks even more.
あのね、ミヤ君。
Just
きっ
get
ち
to
りと
the
言っておく
sex
け
scene
ど
already.
教会まで連れて行ったのはあなたに勝たせるためじゃないわ。
Just get to the sex.
あれはね、何
Honestly,
も知らないあなたが一
who's
人で
ready
も
to
生き残
skip
れ
all
る
this
ように
dialogue?
って考えた結果なの。
Forget the context for
どう
everything.
もその
Let's
あた
just
りは
get
分か
to
って
the
な
meat
かった
of the
みたい
story.
ね。
俺が生き残れるように。
そうよ。負けることがそのまま死につながるって知れば、そう簡単に博打は打たなくなる。エミヤ君、こういう状況でも一人で夜出歩きそうだから。脅しをかけておけば、家中の栗を拾うこともなし、うまくいけば最後までやり過ごせるかもって思ったの。
そうか。それは気づかなかった。
So that's why she's complaining to me about not realizing that and running at Berserker.
けど、どうして遠坂が怒るんだよ。俺がヘマをやらかしたのは遠坂には関係ないだろう。
関係あるわよ。この私を一晩も心配させたんだから。
Tohsaka throws out a temper, but I see. I'm honestly happy she's worrying about me. Looking at the situation, it seems Tohsaka was the one who treated my wound.
そうか。遠坂には世話になったんだな。ありがとう。
No, I'm joking, the story's really fun and ready. It just gets boring when you watch the anime. Already good. Good thing you read this before watching anime. Yeah, I probably should have done that. But then again, I didn't even know there was a visual novel when I looked up what Fate was. It was so many things. I looked up how to, or like, I think I looked up Jeanne d'Arc, like what anime she's from, because I kept seeing her on Amazon, like the figures for her, and I was like, who is this character? And I looked up like, what's her appearance, and it kept listing things like Grand Order and like Apocrypha, and I was like, okay, so it's a TV show. And then I look up Fate, and then it's like, it's a video game. It's like Fate. Okay, so which is it? I didn't even know there's a visual novel till after I started the anime.
分かればいいのよ。これに懲りたら次はもっと頭のいい行動してよね。
Fate is so big. It's so big that I just couldn't even tell where to start. So I just started. I'm glad I got into it though. This is amazing. Tohsaka looks away. Might need to buy some Jeanne d'Arc figures. I have many Saber ones. I have.
じゃあこれで昨日のことは
I
お
only
しま
have
いね。
one Saber figure and one plushie. And then I have one Jeanne d'Arc, I have one Saber Lily.
真面目な話と昨日の
Mordred.
話。どっちにする？
That's it. I want more, but I need to get a job. Like a real job. Not YouTube. Tohsaka starts a conversation. It's as if it's natural to do so. Her straightforwardness surprises me, but thinking about it, she's here because she has something to talk about. If she didn't have Bruce's business with me, she would have gone home already. What is it that Tohsaka, my enemy, wants to discuss in her enemy's territory? I'm interested in that, and I also want to know what happened last night. It's stupid not to ask, so I ask about yesterday, ask about serious stuff. I don't want to hear neither. It's like I'm in my 20s. Nar. Nar. I turned 18 like a few months ago. Ask about yesterday. If I'm going to listen to her, I have to know the situation I'm in first. But I bought the figure because I saw her in, what is it, Grand Carnival? I was like, she's a cool character. And I was like in a Fate. I was like in the vibe to buy Fate merch. So I was like, I might as well just get this. I have to know where I am before I go somewhere else. That's a basic principle of a journey.
昨日の話からのがいい。
Wait, is the game gonna tell me exactly what happened, or is it gonna summarize it?
そうね。まずは状況を知るのが先。なんだ。まともに頭が働くじゃない、
Only 18,
あな
surprisingly
た。
1 year older. You're only 1 year older? Faye has great designs. Oh yeah, the designs of the characters are amazing. When I first saw Saber, I was like, a girl in a dress wearing armor. Who, like, come on, that's it's so simple, but like, come on. Tohsaka smiles. Oh, I'm older. You're 17. Yeah, 17's fun. Until actually no, as soon as I turned 18, because most of my friends are younger than me by most of my friends are younger than me. They all like immediately started saying, "Hey, bud, why do you keep hanging around minors all day?" And I'm like, guys, it's not. I can't help it. That sounds awful. Oh, don't clip that. 35 boomer. Don't worry. You're not a real boomer. Tohsaka smiles contently and describes what happened yesterday. Still feel young, kinda, it's weird. Honestly, 35 isn't old in my mind. Now, if you're 40, we'll have a different chat, but 35 is not that old. It seems that Berserker left after I fell unconscious. She tells me that my body started to heal itself, and that it looked fine after about 10 minutes. And she says she brought me here since I didn't regain my consciousness even when my wound healed. And that's where we are right now.
ここで重要なのは、
Yeah,
あ
you're
な
not a
たはあ
boomer.
なた
Don't
一人
worry.
で生き切ったっていう事実よ。確かに私は手助けしたけど、あの傷を完治させたのは
High school still
あなた
feels
自身
vivid.
の力だった。
I remember
そこ
events from like
勘
middle
違いしな
school.
いでよね。
Even elementary school. I was thinking back to this time in elementary school. So like, yeah.
話を聞くとそうみたいだけど、
You're like in your mind, you're
トーサカ
still
が直してく
young,
れたんじゃない
but
の
your
か。
body continues to age. Oh my goodness, it's like the opposite of Saber. Her body doesn't age, but her mind. Anyway.
まさか死にかけてる人間を蘇生させるなんて下等はもう私にはできない。エミやシロウは自分で ぶっ飛んだ中身をどうにかしたのよ。
You should do the same stuff with anime and junk, just less advanced. Yeah. What can I do? Not that she said that. My stomach is certainly healed, but I have doubts about Tohsaka's story. I can't use healing magic, let alone revival magic.
そうなると原因はサーバントね。
Guys, is she
あ
saying
なたの
that
サーバントはよっぽど
Saber's
強力
giving
な
me
のか、
healing abilities?
それとも召喚の時に何か手違いが生じたのか。まあ両方だと思うけど、何らかのラインがつながったんでしょうね。
ラインって使い魔と魔術師を結ぶ因果線のこと？
はら、ちゃんと使い魔の知識があるじゃない。
There's probably some foreshadowing going on here.
なら
I don't
話は
know.
早いわ。要するにエミヤ君とセーバーの関係は普通の主人と使い魔の関係じゃないってこと。見たところセーバーには自然治癒の力もあるみたいだから、それがあなたに流れてるんじゃないかな。普通は魔術師の能力が使い魔に付与されるんだけど、あなたの場合は使い魔の特殊能力が主人を助けてるってわけ。
簡単に言って川の水が下から上に流れているようなもんか。
うまい例えね。本来ならありえないだろうけど、セーバーの魔力ってのは川の流れを変えるほど膨大なんでしょ。そうでなければあの体格でバーサーカーとまともに打ち合うなんて考
I
え
like
ら
how
れ
they
な
go out
い。
of her way to call her tiny, like every time they
本
talk
来
about
ならあ
her.
りえない。じゃあトーサカとアーチャーは普通の魔術師と使い魔の関係なのか？
そうよ。人の言うこと全然聞かないやつだけど、一応そういう関係。マスターとサーバントのつながりなんてガソリンとエンジンみたいなものだもの。こっちが魔力を提供して、あっちがそれを食べるだけ。まあ中には肉体面でもサーバントと共有して疑似的な不死を得たマスターもいたそうよ。サーバントが死なない限り自分も死なないなんていうやつなんだけど。
Is he
エミヤ君、人の話聞いてる？
is he staring at Saber?
ああ。
Or is he staring at Rin? He's like looking. He's like.
じゃあトーサカ、俺の体って多少の傷はほっといても治るってことか？
She's like 4'7". She is short.
あな
Dang.
たのサーバントの魔力を消費してね。理屈はわからないけど、原因がセイバーの実体化にあることは間違いないわ。あなたが自然治癒の呪いなんて習得しているはずはないから。
当たり前だ。そんな難しいこと親父から教えてもらったことないからな。
そうじゃなくて、そうだったら私が悩む必要はなかったっていうことよ。いいわ、あなたには関係のない話だから。
5'5" or 5'3". Okay. Yeah, 4'7" is like. It's like a. It's like a child.
まあいいわ。
If she was 4'7",
とにか
that'd
く
be funny.
あまり無茶はしないこと。今回は助かったからいいけど、次にあんな傷を負ったらまず助か
That
らない
really
は
would
ずだ
look
から。
funny if you saw like a
多
4'7"
少の
person
傷な
fighting
ら治る
Berserker
なんていう
who's
甘い考えは捨てた方がいいでしょうね。
分かってる。俺が勝手に怪我してそれでセイバーから何かをもらってるなんていうのは申し訳ない。
バカね、そんな理由じゃないわよ。断言してもいいけど、あなたの傷を治すと減るのはセイバーの魔力だけじゃない。あなたそれ絶対なんか使ってるわ。寿命とか性分とか預金残高とか、ともかく何かが減りまくってるに違いないんだから。
Your savings account. Tohsaka gives a hump once again. I feel the same way,
ト
but
ーサカ、預金残高は関係ないのでは？
関係あるわよ。魔術ってのは金食い虫なんだから。使ってればどんどんお金は減っていくものなの。
magic uses your money?
そうでなければ許さないんだから。特に私が。
Oh, she's pissed. She's. Tohsaka erupts with the fires of personal grudges. It's strange. The more I talk with her, the more I understand this is the real Tohsaka Rin, and that the Tohsaka at school is just a mask she puts on. No, it's something I realized already yesterday.
まあ お金の話は置いとくとして、次は真面目な話だけど、いいかしら、エミヤ君。
遠坂がここに残った本題ってやつだろ。いいよ、聞こ
じゃあ率直に聞くけど、エミヤ君、あなたこれからどうするつもり？
Rin has PTSD from being poor, spending money on her jewels. Oh yeah, she probably. Oh yeah, she has so many. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably what she was talking about, like getting materials for magic. But Shiro's like, I thought you just did it with your hands. Rin's the best student today, except from Taiga, from Toradora. She asked directly the one question I don't want to be asked. You know, Rin, have you guys seen Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion? Rin reminds me of Asuka in looks and personality. No, that's not it. It's not that I don't want her to ask me, but I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm the one who wants to ask. What do I do now?
う。正直わからない。聖杯を競い合うって言うけど、魔術師同士の戦いなんてしたことがない。第一、俺は。
I want to try avoiding killing people, and most of all,
聖杯なんていう得体の知れないものに興味はないんだ。
Rin is directly inspired by Asuka. Okay, thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy. Cause look at her. I should pull up a picture of Asuka. They're literally the exact same character. Down to the haircut. The little bows in her hair are the clips she has in Evangelion for her Eva. And Aoko from Mahoyo, another Nasu work. So he's really a nerd.
欲しくないもののために
He's a
命
real
を張る
nerd.
のはどうかと思う。
Honestly, if I was writing a
言う
story,
と思った。
I'd probably have a
あ
character
なた
like
ね、そん
Rin.
なこと言ったらサーバントに殺されるわよ。
殺されるってどうして？
サーバントの目的も聖杯だから。彼らは聖杯を手に入れるという条件だからこそマスターの召喚に応じているのよ。サーバントにとって最も重要なのは聖杯なの。彼らは聖杯を手に入れる可能性があるからマスターに従い、時にマスターのために命を落とす。だっていうのに聖杯なんていらないよなんて言ってみなさい。裏切り者と切り殺されても文句は言えないでしょ。
なんだそれ。おかしいじゃないか。サーバントっていうのはマスターが呼び出したものなんだろ。なら
サーバントが無償
City
で人間
speedrun
に従うなんて
Mahoyo an
思ってたの？
inspiration after seeing the early episodes of Eva in the early 90s. I think I've done that with a story.
聖杯は手に入れた者の望みを叶える。
I played
それはマスターの守護者であるサーバントも例外じゃない。
and in that game it's like a Victorian horror, werewolves and demons and stuff. And like I didn't even beat the first boss, and the first thing I did was like write a story. I like to write stories too. And the first thing I did was write like a whole story about it. Like an alternate character, I guess. OC.
それぞれ何らかの欲望
It's
があるの
fun
よ。
writing. I guess
だからこそ彼らは本来ありえない召喚に応じて
I
い
think it
る。
was you who said he started writing Fate in like high school or something. It does make sense.
聖杯を手に入れるためにマスターがサーバントを呼び出すじゃない。聖杯が手に入るからサーバントはマスターの呼び出しに応じるのよ。
Servants have their own desires. Then does that mean Saber has a wish she wants the Holy Grail to grant? That's awesome. Thank you.
だから
Yeah, I
サ
love
ーバン
writing.
トはマスターが命令しなくとも他のマスターを消しにかかる。
I'm
聖
surprised
杯
I
を手
haven't
に入れ
written
るのは
anything
一人だけ。
inspired by Fate.
自分のマスター以外に聖杯が渡るのは
Probably because
彼らだって承知できないのよ。
attached to Fate. I've been writing video essays and reviews on every Fate
マ
thing.
スターと違って
I haven't had
サ
time
ー
to
バン
write
ト
a
には
story
霊
about
樹
it.
を奪うなんてことはできない。彼らが他のマスターを無力化するには殺す以外に方法がない。だからね、たとえマスター本人に戦う意志がないとしても戦いは避けられないのよ。サーバントに襲われたマスターは自分のサーバントでこれを撃退する。それが聖杯戦争なんだって綺麗から嫌っていうほど聞かされたでしょ。
ああ、それは昨日の夜教えられた。けど
That means allowing your servant to try to kill other servants. I thought it would be over if I reached the a compromise with other masters, but if the servants are summoned to obtain the Holy Grail, and if it's true that they will not give it up, then a battle between servants is inevitable. Then, the girl that fought to protect me is also ready to kill or be killed to obtain the Holy
な
Grail.
んてことだ。命令だかなんだか知らないけど、セイバーは人間だ。昨日だってあんなに血を流してた。
あ、その点は安心して。サーバントに生死はないから。サーバントは絶命しても本
Have
来
you
の
ever
場
checked
所
the
に
romance
帰るだ
genre
け
as
だ
the
もの。
best anime genre?
英霊っていうのはもう死んでも死なない現象だからね。戦いに敗れ
I'm
て
trying to
殺
think
さ
of
れ
any
るのは
romance things I've seen.
当事者であるマスターだけよ。
I think my friend recommended me something, but I forgot it. I mostly watch, like, stuff like this, like sci-fi, action, or fantasy stuff. Or what other? Oh, comedy. I've been getting into comedy anime a lot. I don't know if you guys know
だ
about
からそれは
my dear friend Nokotan, or I think Shika Noko 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 Koshitantan. But that's a new show that's coming out. It's so funny. It's so stupid and funny. I love funny anime. That's why I love Carnival Phantasm. Because anime that's just funny is like my favorite thing ever. And Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon. I love that show too. It's so good. Saber's officially 154 centimeters, so exactly 5 feet. Okay. I have friends that tall. Even if it's a temporary death, there's still the fact that something human-shaped has disappeared from this world.
何、人殺しだっていうの？魔術師のくせにまだそんな正義感振り回してるわけ？あなた。
Her comment is only natural. As a magist, death is always right beside me. I understand it, and I'm already prepared for that. But still, I'm not strong enough to judge people's deaths as good or bad.
当然だろう。
Have you tried out
相手を
Konosuba?
殺すための戦いなんて
I saw it
俺は
on.
付き合わない。
I was on Netflix, and I saw it was like in a big banner. It was like, I'm on a romance story right now. Oh yeah, aren't all 3 fate routes like romance kinda? But I saw Konosuba like on Netflix, and I was wondering if I should watch it. Is it good?
へえ。それじゃあミスミス殺されるのを待つだけなんだ。
そうじゃない。要は最後まで残っていればいいんだろ。自分から殺し合いをする気はないけど、身を守るための戦いなら容赦はしないさ。人を殺しに来る相手なら逆に殺されても文句は言えないだろう。
受けに回るんだ。それじゃあ他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するの
Oh,
ね。
isekai?
例
Okay,
え
I
ば
definitely I'll check
昨
it
日
out.
のあいつが暴れ回っ
So
て
definitely was
町の人
I
間
want
を
to watch
皆殺し
something
にしても
isekai.
無視するってわけ？
Check out Nichijou and FLCL. I've watched Nichijou. It is like probably one of my favorite comedies ever written. Like period. Like Western, Japanese. Like it's my favorite comedy ever. I love Nichijou. So I've been meaning to rewatch it because my friend put me on like a few months ago, and even characters in Fate remind me of Nichijou characters. But every time I see a comedy thing, I'm like, this reminds me of Nichijou. I don't know what FLCL is. And it's peak comedy. Konosuba's okay. If it's comedy, then it's on my list. I gotta find stuff to watch while I have my time off in college, you know, when I have my weekends and stuff. Someone like yesterday, she was being that inhumane monster. Superhuman strength that allows the destruction of a house or 2 with a single blow. Certainly, if that thing wished, this town could be in ruins in just one night. And on top of that, the problem is that the servants are normally in spirit form. Humans can't see those in spirit form, but since the servants can affect the real world as spirits, we can call them the most powerful weapon. With the technology we have now, there are no weapons that can affect a spiritual being. Our attacks are useless against them, and their attacks can damage us. It's not just a one-sided game. Murder by a servant is like a natural death for most people, for normal people. Death caused by an invisible killer will just be treated as an accidental death or suicide.
なんだよそれ。サーバント、いや、マスターとサーバントは他のマスターしか襲わないんじゃないのか。町の人たちは無関係だろう。
ええ、そうだったらどんなに平和なことか。けど それなら見届け役のキレイなんていらないでしょ。一つ言い忘れていたけど、サーバントっていうのは例なの。彼らはもう完成したものだから今以上の成長はない。けど燃料である魔力は別よ。
FLCO is iconic. One of the classic peak comedies made by the Trigger. Back when they were part of Gainax. Yeah. They made Gurren Lagann. Okay, I love Studio Trigger so much. My favorite anime, since we're talking about anime, my favorite anime is Kill la Kill, and Trigger made that. And I watched other Trigger. I started Gurren Lagann, but I don't know why I didn't finish. I was on like episode 2, and then I had something to do, and I never came back.
サーバントは生前の特殊能力を自由に行使で
But
きる
Studio
わ。
Trigger also made Delicious in Dungeon. But like, I love Studio Trigger so much. So definitely adding that to my list. And I know it's technically Gainax, as you say, but I have faith.
あな
If you
た
say it's a
この
banger,
意味わかる？
it's a banger.
わかる。魔術を連発できるってことだろ。
You could say magical energy is a gunpowder to fill a gun, and the Magus is a gun itself. The type of gun depends on the Magus's abilities: pistol, rifle, machine gun, shotgun. Using that metaphor, servants are cannons. Using a large amount of gunpowder, they fire a large bullet.
そうよ。けどサーバントたちは私たちみたいに自然からマナを提供されてるわけじゃない。
Yeah, I
そ
wasn't
れを補
even.
充するの
I
が
wasn't even
私
alive
たちマ
back
スター
then.
で
So.
サーバントは自分の魔力プラス主であるマスターの魔力分しか生前の力を発揮できないの。けどそれだとあなたみたいに半人前のマスターじゃ優れたマスターにはかなわないってことになるでしょ。
Oh, wait, I can order takeout. Oh, shoot. I can order takeout.
その
Wait,
抜け道
guys,
っていう
this is
か
important.
当たり前って言えば当たり前の方法なんだけれど
What if
サー
I...
バントは他から魔力を補充できる。サーバントは
It's only
霊
6
体だ
episodes,
か
so
ら
it's pretty short.
同じものを食べてしまえば栄養は取れるってこと。
Fate is too important to cook dinner for. I know. Should I feel like we should get. Having Japanese food around here. Nourished by eating things that are like them.
同じものって霊体のことか。
I love
け
food
ど
orders with the good. I
何
love
の
food
霊を
too.
食べるって言うんだよ。
It's my favorite thing, eating.
簡単でしょ。自然霊は自然そのものから力を汲み取る。
We'll see. I have to wait because my sister
な
has
ら
to get something.
人
too.
間霊であるサー
See
バン
what
ト
she
は
wants to get.
一体何から力を汲み取ると思う？
Might go to Burger King after this. Valid. I'm a Taco Bell enthusiast. It's a simple answer. As we humans eat meat, the human spirits
ごめんと。
eat other
まあ魔力の補
spirits
充なんて
and magic.
聖杯に補助されたマスターからの提供だけで大抵は事足りる。けど一人より大勢の方が大量摂取できるのは当然でしょ。はっきり言ってしまえばね、実力のないマスターはサーバントに人を食わせるのよ。サーバントは人間の原感情や魂を魔力に変換する。自分のサーバントを強くしたいのならそれが一番効率がいい。人間を殺してサーバントへの生贄にするマスターは決して少なくないわ。
生贄にするって。それじゃあ手段を選ばないやつがマスターなら サーバントを強くするために人を殺しまくるってことなのか？
Souls. He's like looking at Saber. He's like,
けど頭のいいやつならそんな無駄なことはしないんじゃない？
ugh. Suck them.
Eat.
That's awful.
サーバントがいくら強力でも魔力の器そのものには限界がある。能力値以上の貯蔵はできないんだから殺して回るにしても限度があるわ。それにあからさまに殺人を犯せば教会が黙ってないし、何よりそのシーンからサーバントの能力と正体が他のマスターたちにバレかねない。もちろん マスター自身の正体もね。聖杯戦争は自分の正体を隠していた方が圧倒的に有利だから、普通のマスターならサーバントを出し惜しみするはずよ。
I see. Certainly, if nobody knows you're a master, there's no danger of other masters attacking you. Conversely, if you know who the other masters are, you could definitely pull a surprise attack on them. By that theory, there won't be any masters that would have their servant attack humans and reveal their
よか
identity.
ったなら問題はないじゃないか。
Favorite super cheap
マスター
fast
が
food
命
at
令
Burger
しなけれ
King.
ばサーバントは無差別に人を襲わないんだから。
Oh, definitely better than Wendy's. I don't like Wendy's at all.
でしょうね。
But I haven't been to Burger King
仮に
in
も英雄
ages.
だもの。自分から人を殺して回るやつはそもそも英雄だなんて呼ばれないだろうけど。
I usually eat like Chick-fil-A or Taco
断言は
Bell
できな
or
いか。
Panda Express. Those are my fast food
暴
goods.
虐者だからこそ英雄になった例なんていくらでもあるんだし。
Tohsaka makes an ominous comment, as it seems to be her true feelings rather than just sarcasm, and a bit of strain in her personality might be showing.
話を戻しましょうか。で、どうするの？人殺しはしないっていうエミヤ君は他のマスターが何をしようが傍観するんでしたっけ？
Ooh. Is there a choice coming up? There probably is. I take back what I said. She's a really bad personality. She's a real bully, putting me on the spot and asking me with that
そ
smile.
うなったら止めるだけだ。サーバントさえ倒せばマスターだっておとなしくなるんだろ。
はっきれた。自分からマスターは倒さない。けど他のマスターが悪事を働いたら倒すって言うんだ。エミヤ君、自分が矛盾してるって分かってる？
ああ、都合がいいのは分かってるけど、それ以外の方針は考えつかない。
ふーん。問題点が一つあるけど言っていいかしら？
She's plotting something with that face. She's definitely plotting something. But as a man, I have to listen.
いいけど、なんだよ。
昨日のマスター覚えてる？エミヤ君と私を簡単に殺せとか言ってた子だけど。
But from miles away, there aren't that many local yeah, there aren't that many like mom and pop shops around here. How can I forget? They attacked us so mercilessly.
あの子、
Actually, there's one, but it doesn't taste that good. There's one Chinese place that
それはエミヤ君にも分かってると思うけど。
mostly Mexican around me though. I see. That girl's a master too. Since she knows Tohsaka and I are masters, she'll come and attack us someday. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but I don't know, it's a death sentence. At least, I don't know, I can't stop such a... I know I can't stop
あ
such
の
a
子の
monster.
サーバント、
I don't.
バーサーカーは桁違いよ。マスターとして未熟なあなたにあれは撃退できない。自分からは何もしないで身を守るって言うけど、あなたは身を守ることさえできないわ。
悪かったな。けど、そういう遠坂だってあいつには勝てないんじゃないのか？
正面からじゃ勝てないでしょうね。白兵戦ならあれは最強のサーバントよ。きっと歴代のサーバントの中でもあれと並ぶやつはいないと思う。
それは俺だって同じだ。今度襲われたらきっと次はないと思う。
Unconsciously, I place my hand on my stomach. The wound in my stomach is healed now. No, you wouldn't call it a wound. It was pretty much instant death. My nausea returns just at the thought of taking another blow like that.
そういうこと。
Japanese people attempted Mexican food and they failed, I think.
何もしないままで聖杯戦争の終わりを待つなんて選択肢はないってこ
Oh,
とだ。
I haven't even thought of what it would be like. I wonder if they... That's funny to think about.
けど遠
Did
坂
they try to do like their
お前
own
さっき
twist
から
on it?
何を言いたいんだよ。ちょっと理解不能だぞ。死刑宣
Like,
告
did they
され
not
た
use
俺
the
を
same
見るのが
ingredients? Did
楽
they
しい
add
って
like
わけ
their
で
own
もな
like
いだろ
local ingredients?
もしかして楽しいのか？
そこまで悪趣味じゃない。もうここまで言ってるのにわからない？要するに私と手を組まないかって言ってるの。
I'm asking if you want to join up with me. Teaming up. If I take that as at face value, that's
手を組むって俺と遠坂が
Japanese idea of a hamburger.
そう私のあーちゃんは致命傷を受けて目下治療中完全に回復するまで時間がかかる
Hamburg
け
steak
ど
isn't bad.
それでも半人前ぐらいの活躍ができる
Hamburg
はずよ
steak, they cook that in the Fate cooking show.
でそっちはサーバントは申し分ないけどマスターが足引っ張ってやっぱり半人前
If I could get my Switch connected
合わ
to
せ
the
ればちょうど
stream,
いいわ
I'd clickbait you guys into watching a Stay Night visual novel episode, but it's actually just the cooking show or the cooking game.
俺そこまで半人前なんかじゃないぞ
私が知る限りでもう3回も死にそうになったのに1日で3回も殺されか
First
ける
person I've
人
seen
間なんて
almost
初めて
die
見たけど
3 times in one day.
けどそれは
Yeah, I love that game and the show.
同盟の対価ぐらいは払うわアーチャーを倒されたことはチャラにしてあげてマスターとしての知識も教えてあげるあと暇があればエミヤ君の魔術の腕を見てあげてもいいけど
I feel like that game should be on anything. It's simple, but it's like it works. Ugh, that certainly is an attractive proposal. So I don't know anything. Tohsaka will be a reliable teacher, and if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tohsaka. Not because she's the girl I admired at school. In fact, I didn't know I like her like this. Oh wait, if I didn't know her like this, I wouldn't have felt this much resistance. The Tohsaka Rin in front of me is so different from how people describe her as an honor student. But talking to her, she's just Tohsaka, and it seems she's just as she appears. Well, in other words, I'm saying I find her so much more attractive this way that I'm wondering why I even have to tell myself this.
エミヤ君答え聞かせてほしいんだけど
Alright, let's cooperate. She urges my response. Oh, word for word. Word for word. I have to pee so badly. I think we should just cooperate because I got it. Or should I saved, so look, we can get the bad ending. Oh, but it's right there. It's right there. All I gotta do is click it, huh? I don't think it'll kill me. If you don't, it leads you to 2-hour-long bad ending that sucks. Okay, so let's cooperate with Tohsaka here. Glad you told me that, because I was definitely if I had to sit here for 2 hours for a bad ending, oh my gosh. But I will be right back. I do gotta use the bathroom. It'll take like a minute. Okay, I'm back. Would you guys believe me? if I said I almost dropped my phone in the toilet. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a magist. Even if it's temporary, if Tohsaka is going to give me a hand, I don't think there's any better option.
わかった。
Unlimited Blade Works
その話に乗るよ、
leads you to
ト
the
サカ。
ending in like 5 minutes, which is so
正直、
frustrating if you actually say
そうしてもらえれ
no.
ば
Thinking
す
going
ごく
against
助か
the
る。
green is a good idea. If you do it here, it forces you onto Oh,
決まりね。
wow.
それじゃあ握手しましょう。とりあえずバーサーカーを倒すまでは味方同士ってことで。
あ、そっか。やっぱりそういうことだよな。仕方ないけど、
We're gonna
そ
shake
の方がありや
hands,
すいか
so
ら。
I bet he's gonna get all flustered. I shake her hand, I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel, yep. As soon as I touch her soft hand, I realize she's a girl. Where you're forced to be a part of the route to get there, wow. In comparison, my hand covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is illustrated. Basically, it's like, did his heart just... Bro, you're touching a girl's hand. Relax, you're shaking her hand, bro. The instant I pull back and feel embarrassed.
何どうしたの？やっぱり私と協力するのは嫌？
いや、そんなんじゃない。トーサカと協力し合えるのは助かる。
This
今の
guy
は
has
そんなんじゃないから
never
気にするな。
like looked at a girl. He's never talked to a girl before. Oh, it's storming. Oh, my power doesn't go out. She makes a malicious expression.
なんだよ。つまんない
Every
こと
time
言
I
ったら
play
契
Fate,
約
it
破
starts
棄
like
するから
storming
な。するぞ。
over here.
絶対するから
Insane.
な。
あなた、女の子の手を握るの初めてだったんでしょ。
What's the first time you held a girl's hand?
なんだ、顔が広いように見えて白っては奥手なんだ。
違う、そんなんじゃなくて、ただ。
I'm just embarrassed because it was Tohsaka, but I can never say such a thing. And certainly I never touched a girl so strongly before. Oh, Fujine is an exception. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex.
って、
Wasn't there something weird in what she said?
聞いてた通り、ほんと顔に出るのね。まあ、今のは追求しないであげましょう。じゃあ、まずは鉄撃。これあげるから強力な証と思って。
Tohsaka puts a book on the table. It looks just like a diary. There's no tile and it's wine red. The color seems to suit Tohsaka.
私の父さんの持ち物だけど、もういらないからあげる。一人前のマスターには必要ないものだけど、あなたには必要だと思って。
Tohsaka's eyes. You say just do it already? You mean are you talking about you're talking about sex? Oh my goodness.
じゃあちょっと失礼して。
I open it to a random page. Then there's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head.
トーサカ、なんだよこれ。
Oh, whoops.
各サーバントの能力表よ。聖杯戦争には決められたルールがあるのはもう分かってるでしょ。
Are they gonna explain to me how servants
それ
work?
は
Please, Rin,
まず
please.
呼び出される英霊は7人だけ。その7人も聖杯があらかじめ作っておいたクラスになることで召喚が可能となる。英霊そのものを引っ張ってくるより、その英霊に近い役割を作っておいて、そこに本体を呼び出すっていうやり方ね。口寄せとか降霊術は呼び出した霊を術者の中に入れて何らかの助言をさせるでしょ。
Oh,
時
see,
代の
sorry,
違う
Rin.
霊を呼び出すにはあらかじめ箱を用意しておいた方がいいのよ。
クラス。ああ、それでセイバーはセイバーなのか。
そういうこと。英霊たちは正体を隠すものだって言ったでしょ。だから本名は絶対口にしない。自然彼らを表す名称は呼び出されたクラス名になる。で、その用意されたクラスはセイバー、ランサー、アーチャー、ライダー、キャスター、アサシン、バーサーカーの。聖杯戦争のたびに 一つや二つはクラスの変更はあるみたいだけど
Saber, Saber.
今回は基
Oh,
本的
so
なラインナ
that's
ッ
why
プ
Saber,
ね。
Saber. Oh.
これらのクラスはそれぞれ特徴があるんだけど、サーバント自体の能力は呼び出された英霊の格によって変わるから注意して。
英霊の格
Rank.
つまり生前どれくらい強かったかってことか。
They're introducing the
それもあ
gotcha
るけど、
aspect.
彼らの能力を支えるのは
They're
知名
like,
度
that's
よ。
why Saber is a 5-star.
生前何をしたか、どんな武器を持っていたかってのは不変のものだけど、彼らの基本能力はその時代でどのくらい有名なのかで変わってくるわ。英霊は神様みたいなものだから、人間に崇められるほど強さが増すの。存在が濃くなるとでも言うのかしらね。信仰を失った神霊が精霊に落ちるのと一緒で、人々に忘れ去られた英雄にはそう大きな力はない。もっとも忘れられていようが知られていなかろうが、元が強力な英雄だったらある程度の能力は維持で
In
きる
Fate
と思う
Grand
けど。
Order, I think they like hand out free a free 5-star after you beat like the first
その武勇伝も並外れていた
singularity, I
ら
think. And I picked her. She's
間
not
違いな
bad.
く
She's not,
A ランクのサーバントでしょうね。
she's not that bad. She's not that bad. Nasu was super D&D head. Different from Fate Grand Order, but certain things.
そういった意味でも
So far.
バーサーカーは最強かもしれない。
Oh, definitely.
何しろ
I bet
ギ
he
リシャ
he
神
was
話における
considering just
最
making
も有名な英雄だもの。
a world about. You know what? That's probably what. Okay, so the servants are like
信頼の
when you
英
don't
雄
have
た
an
ちは
artifact. The
そ
servants
れ
are
だけ
like
で特殊な宝具
a
を持っているってい
reflection
うの
of
に、英雄自体が強いんじゃ
the
手の打ちようがない。
like they share a similar personality. So in a sense,
トサカ
you can consider the servants
宝具っ
like
てなんだ
the characters that you would use in D&D, and that's why in Fate Grand Order you can go to
そのサーバントが生
the
前使っていた
characters
シン
and
ボ
see
ル、
their alignment.
英雄と魔
Like for
剣
Saber,
聖
she's
剣の
chaotic.
類はセ
Or
ッ
no,
トでし
she's
ょ。
lawful good.
要する
I
に
think.
彼らの武装のことよ。
But like, there's definitely elements of D&D. Should Saber get a buff? Oh, definitely. She's their
武器っ
mascot.
てセイバーの見え
She's
ない
on the
剣と
app
か
icon, and she's not the strongest in the game. Come on now. I think she should get
Nani?
like a buff
あ
that's
れ
so
がどんな
good.
曰くを持っているか知らないけど、セイバーのあ
You
れは
don't even
間
need to
違
use
い
your
なく
noble
宝具でしょ。
phantasm. You can just use like your basic buster attack and just kill anything. I think that should be it.
言うまで
I
も
think
ないと
every
思うけど、
attack should
英
be
雄っての
an
は人名だけ
AoE.
じゃ伝説には残
Like
れ
every
な
time
い。
she does something, it should attack all three. All
彼
three
らに
enemies
は
in front
そ
of
れ
you.
ぞれトレードマークとなった武器がある。それ
Void
が
Shiki.
奇跡を願う人々の
He's
思いの
from
結晶、
Tsukihime, right?
ノーブルファン
Of course
タ
they
ズ
would
ムと
make
される最上級の武
the
装なわ
character
け。
from a different franchise, the strongest
要するに
in
強
in
力
your
な
party.
マジックアイテムってことか。
My party is a bunch of
そうそう。
a bunch
ぶっ
of
ちゃけた
sabers
話、
because
英
I'm
霊
free
だ
to
けでは
play.
強
Oh, I
力
was
な
free
魔
to play
術、
until like the
神秘には太刀打ちできないわ。けれど、そこに宝具が絡んでくると話は別よ。宝具を操る英霊は数段格上の精霊さえ打ち滅ぼす。何しろ伝説上に現れる聖剣、魔剣はほとんど魔法の域に近いんだもの。最強の幻想種である竜を殺す剣だの、万里をかける靴だの、果ては神殺しの魔剣まで。ともかくこれで無敵じゃないはずがないっていうぐらい英霊たちが持つ武装は桁が違う。サーバントの戦いはこの宝具のぶつかり合いにあると言っても過言じゃないわ。
つまり英霊であるサーバントは必ず一つその宝具を持ってるってことだな。
ええ、原則として一人の英霊が持てるのは一つの宝具だけとされるわ。大抵は剣とか槍ね。ほら中国に破山剣ってあるじゃない。一振りしかできないけどその一振りで山をも立つっていう魔術品、それと似たようなものだと思う。もっとも宝具はその神明を呪文にして発動する奇跡だから、そうおいそれと使えるものじゃないんだけど。
武器の名前を口にするだけで発動するんだろ。
Arcueid from Tsukihime
武器の
is
名前を
almost
言え
strongest
ば
in
そのサーバントがどこの
Shamaki's
英雄か分かっちゃうじゃ
which
な
is
い
not so good in Fate Go. Sucks.
英雄
Didn't
と
they
魔剣は
make
セ
a-
ットなんだから武器の名前が分かれば持ち主の
I
名
don't
前
know
も
if it's
お
the
の
same,
ずと
but
知れてしまう
she was on like
そ
the
うなったら
summoning banner
長所も短所も丸分
maybe
か
a
りで
week
しょ
ago, and she was like in a dress or something with like long hair. Kado no Kyokei is the name they're trying to say.
なるほど。あ、そりゃ確かに。
Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used Noble Phantasm. Something like being Ireland's child of light. So basically, Rin's been telling us about, you know, servants, which we all know if you watch the anime, hopefully. So if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes. Each of them gives them a heroic spirit suited to their class. Those heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card. But they cannot readily use them since they have to reveal their identity.
以上でサーバントについての講義は終わり詳しいことはその方を見ればわかるから一息ついたら目を通しなさい慣れてくればその本がなくても直感でサーバントを判断できるようになるから
Saying that, Tohsaka stands up.
さてそれじゃあ私は戻るけど
She's going home.
まあ、お疲れ様。
I look up at Tohsaka, who's about to leave.
協力関係になったからって間違わないでね
Oh wait, my
私
sister's...
とあなたはいずれ戦う関係にある
Guys, my sister's
最後の
going
日になって
to the movies, so
他
I
のマ
can
スター
order
たちが
takeout
倒
by
れている
myself.
にしろ
What do we
全
getting?
員健在であるにしろ
What are we
これ
getting?
だけは変わらない
It's Taco Bell, by the way. That's what we're getting.
だから私を人間と見ない方が楽よエミヤ君
Because the only Japanese food I can get is like the expensive steakhouses and hibachi and like... Come on. Unless I looked up like a noodle place. Clearly sitting our position, Tohsaka goes home. Yes, that's her servant version. She's actually super weak as a servant because she's functionally like God of the Earth in Nasiverse, and a servant container is a huge downgrade for her. Oh. Taco Bell's mid? What do you mean Taco Bell is mid? Do they have nacho fries in Japan? Sorry. I've never thought I would say that or ask that question. Yeah, do they have nacho fries in Japan? Do they have the cheesy crunchy gordita? McDonald's is better. Yes, they do. Come on. What about a Baja Blast? Come on, a Baja Blast. That is like, that's my elixir. Every time I stream, I drink a Baja Blast. I didn't drink one yet, but every time I stream, I drink one. Those are like, that's my noble phantasm. That's my holy grail is Baja Blast and nacho fries. Taco Bell has its merits. It's not the best food, but it's so bad that it's good in my opinion. Baja Blast like 9 out of 10. Thank you. At least I know you like Baja Blast. My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by laying on my side. The clock ticks in a silent living room.
マスター同士の戦いか。
I still don't understand what it is. The only thing I'm sure of is that is beyond me. I'd feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy
なぜ
Grail.
だろう。聖杯には嫌悪感しか湧かない。
The Grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon things called servants. Might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself.
それに選定方法が戦いだっていうのもたちが悪い。
It's because Rin has been yapping, and I've been yapping too a little bit. But this fight is a fight for single chair. No matter what you call your no matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why. Rejoice, Emiya-shiro. My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War. It's to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. Keep fighting, Shiro. Let's speed read. Come on, Shiro. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. If someone weak joins the battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up. He forgot Saber was... What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tohsaka was here. See, Rin has been yapping this whole time. He forgot Saber was even here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I've been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me. I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tohsaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most, if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. Oh, Kakarot Gaming, what's up? It's morning for you? It's like pushing my nighttime. The sun is gonna set soon over here. I look around where someone could be. All the guest rooms, but I cannot find Saber. She's in that outfit, so you think it'd be easier to find her. There's no sign of the brave armor-clad Saber anywhere around the house. Tohsaka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. First of all, 540, wow. I don't understand who she is or how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank. Will the stream be less than 3 hours? Let's find out. Or less than 4 hours. It's already 3 hours. I complain. Well, the lucky thing is, this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Angry at my own thoughts, I hit my head against the wall. I apologize to the blonde-haired girl in my head. Now, I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety. Alright, let's go get her. She's not here either. I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide-and-seek here with Fujine as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then... There are several possibilities. But I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave this place. Maybe it suddenly hits me. Not the house, the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there's another large building in this place. She must be there. I hurry. I head to the dojo, separated from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not there, I'll have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize the inconsistency. Even though I know nothing about her, I want her to stay. Alright, to the dojo. Is she in here? A wooden-floored room with nothing unnecessary. A dojo built only to train oneself in. In this silent place, in the faint sunlight. Oh my gosh. She's sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in its white, and it makes her, the dojo, and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stifens the air. She stifles the air in the dojo. But there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure. It makes me forget even about the cold winter air. My main wife, Saber. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night. The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. She cute? Oh yeah, she's adorable. We love her. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl clad in armor slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. That girl that moved me so... The girl that moved me so deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget to even breathe and continue to stare at her. So basically, he's so in love with her, which is understandable. I'm the same exact way. He's like forgetting to breathe by just looking at her. Forgetting about Masters, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I've completely accepted Saber. This dude wants to marry her on the spot. I do not know how long it was. Saber opens her eyes as if awakening from sleep. My disappointed voice echoes loudly through the dojo. Saber stands up, perhaps noticing the sound. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say.
目が覚めたのですね、シロ。
Oh my god. A calm voice. A voice echoing through the dojo, as if permeating it, is surprisingly suited to this place.
ああ、ついさっき目が覚めた。
I answer with a dull head.
シロ、顔色が優れないようですが、
Oh my god,
やはり
she's so
体調は悪
kind.
いのですか？
She's so kind and sweet and nice. The golden-haired girl approaches me.
あ、違う、体調はいい。
This guy's gonna fumble so
Zoken.
bad. Look at him, like, shaking in his boots. I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Looking away from Saber, who's tilting her head questioningly, I calm down my pounding heart.
落ち着け。何緊張してんだ、俺は。
I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will.
なんだって着替えてるんだよ、あいつ。
I complain without meaning to. Saber's clothes have changed dramatically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected, and I'm troubled by it. She's terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looks so surreal that I didn't notice yesterday, but if she dresses like a girl, as a healthy guy, I'm troubled.
シロ、
I tense up at the moment our eyes meet. But I didn't look for her, so as to not talk to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever.
セイバーだったよな。こうやって落ち着いて話すのは初めてだけど。
I make up my mind and talk to her. And then,
シロ、話の前に昨夜の件について言っておきたいことがあります。
ooh. She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her earlier calmness seem like an illusion.
いいけど、なんだよ、話って。
ですから昨夜の件です。シロは私のマスターでしょう。そのあなたがあのような行動をしては困る。戦闘は私の領分なのですから、シロは自分の役割に徹してください。
Saber says so clearly. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish.
なんだよそれ。あの時はああでもしなけりゃお前が切られてたじゃないか。
その時は私が死ぬだけでしょう。シロが傷つくことではなかった。繰り返しますが、今後あのような行動はしないように。マスターであるあなたが私をかばう必要はありませんし、そんな理由もないでしょう。
She speaks plainly. She's speaking so practically that
バカ言ってんな。女の子を助けるのに理由なんているもんか。
I reply unconsciously. Maybe she was surprised at being yelled at, but she pauses for a moment, as if I've done something unexpected, and then she stares at me with indescribable dignity. I back up a bit, being stared at. Her Her look makes me realize that I've said something really out of place and it embarrasses me.
ともかくうちまで運んでくれたのは助かった。それに関しては礼を言う。
それはどうも。サーバントがマスターを守護するのは当たり前ですが、感謝をされるのは嬉しい。シローは礼儀正しいのですね。
いや、別に礼儀正しくなんかないぞ、俺。
More importantly, there's something I need to clarify right now. It's something I should have asked right after I got home yesterday. If she really is my servant, and she really is taking part in this war.
話を戻すぞ、セイバー。いや、改めて聞くけど、お前のことはセイバーって呼んでいいのか？
はい。サーバントとして契約を交わした以上、私はシローの剣です。その命に従い、敵を撃ち、あなたを守る。
Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it.
俺の剣になるか。それは聖杯戦争とやらに勝つためにか。
シローはそのために私を呼び出したのではないのですか？
違う。俺がお前を呼び出したのは。
I can't say it. It was by pure accident. Now, first of all, I didn't even summon her. She just appeared when I was in danger and saved me with her own decision. The result of the situation we were in, I became Saber's master, and I was dragged into this thing called the Holy Grail War. Not one bit of it was my intention. I'm just an amateur magist that was dragged into this battle beyond my abilities.
それがどうした？どの道戦うしかないって覚悟はしたんだ。今さら泣き言なんて言ってられるか。
I shake my head lightly and stop whining. That's it. I said I'll fight, so I cannot talk about running away. This will be the last time I'll talk or think about whining. No matter how the situation came, I've decided to fight.
シロー。
いや、なんでもない。けどセイバー、俺についても勝ち目は薄いぞ。俺は遠坂みたいに知識も力もないから、明日にでも昨日みたいなことになりかねない。それでもいいのか？
それは戦う意志がないということですか？
戦う意志はある。ただ賞賛がないから、そんな俺についていいのかって言いたいんだ。経過はどうあれ、これは俺が始めると決めた戦いだ。だから。
I think it's wrong for someone to get hurt in my place. Even though I'm weak, making Saber fight, and I can't stand letting a scene like that happen again.
私のマスターはあなたです、シロー。これはどうあっても変わらない。サーバントにマスターを選ぶ自由はないのですから。
That's true. That's why Saber is my servant right now. Then I should try my best not to burden her too much.
分かった。それじゃあ、俺はお前のマスターでいいんだな、セイバ
ー。ええ。ですがシロー、私のマスターに敗北は許さない。あなたに賞賛がなければ私が作る。可能であるすべての手段を用いて、あなたには聖杯を手に入れてもらいます。
Even if you suck, I'm gonna help you out, buddy. We're gonna get there. To obtain the Holy Grail, huh? Tohsaka said servants also have a wish they want granted, so Saber must be no exception. That's why she has no doubts. But that means...
待った、セイバー。可能であるすべての手段と言ったな。それは勝つためには手段を選ばないってことか。例えば力を得るために人を襲うとか。
I cannot finish. Saber's looking at me like I'm an enemy.
それは可能である手段ではありません。私が許す行為しかできない。自分を裏切ることは私には不可能です。
Okay, now we learn that Saber is... Oh, whoops. Sorry, Saber.
マスターが命じるのであれば従うしかありません。その場合、私に踏み入る代償としてその刻印を一ついただくことになりますが。
I'm overwhelmed by her angered voice. But still, I'm happy and relieved. Her lack of doubt gave her the image of a cold fighting machine, but I know now that she's not a cold-blooded killer.
そんなことは絶対にさせない。セイバーの言う通り、俺たちはできる範囲で何とかするしかないからな。
Oh, sorry, Shiro. I like how everybody locked in
私もマスターの意
when
図がつか
Saber
めず
shows
に
up.
早がてにしてしまいま
Like
した。
everybody's just sitting here watching.
シロは悪くないのですから頭を上げてくれませんか。
思わず謝ってた。
I raised my head. I don't know what's funny, but Saber has a small smile on her face. Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it.
言い忘れていた。できる範囲で何とかするって言っただろ。その一環としてしばらく遠坂と協力することになったんだ。ほら、昨日一緒にいたアーチャーのマスター。
リンですか。そうですね。確かにそれは賢明な判断です。シローがマスターとして成熟するまで彼女には教わるものがあるでしょう。
Thank God. If Saber agrees, I can proudly cooperate with Tohsaka. The only other thing I need to ask her right now is... Which heroine is she alright? Guys, I heard this one gives you, like, relationship points. But let's save. Since we're at a choice. We save at every choice, I guess. Let's pick where did you get those clothes. Should be about those clothes of hers.
ところでセイバー、一つ聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
I wanted to ask you something.
はい。
So I'm like ordering food right now.
その服はどうしたんだ。昨日とはまるで違ったから驚いた。
Actually, I'm still surprised.
リンが用意してくれたものです。私は霊体に戻ることができませんから、せめて人目につかないようにと。
そうか、そうだったのか。
それが何か。
いや、だから。
Yeah, tried to say they look good on her, but I stopped myself. Shiro, just say it. If I say such a thing, I'd blush red as a tomato. Oh yeah, when he was shaking Rin's hand, he went nuts. He was like...
いや、だからほら、昨日の鎧。そう、あの鎧はどうしたのかなって思って。
それでしたら心配はいりません。武装の有無は自由なので、この服でいるときは外しているのです。あの鎧は私の魔力で余る。必要に応じて呼び出します。
No, yeah, he's never talked to a girl in his life. And now there's like 3 hot girls in his life. He's got Sakura, which he hasn't even seen in a while. Imagine if he saw Sakura and Rin and Saber in the same room. He'd explode. I can only sign admiration. Anyways, it is true that she would draw attention in her armor. So, with the way Saber's dressed now, I should be able to persuade people in the neighborhood that she's a relative of Kiritsugu. Well, I would have to do so anyway. Forgot to chat editing a video. Oh, right. Riffly. I wanted to go to your channel and subscribe if I wasn't already. Yes. Congratulations. 145 subscribers. And then I hear the sound of something. But welcome back. I hear the sound. I hear the sound of something heavy falling at the door. I turn around, wondering what it was. There. It's Tohsaka with a big bag in her feet.
Hi?
My mind freezes. Tohsaka, who supposedly went home, is at my dojo. And she's wearing normal clothes for some reason. Why does she have that big bag?
何しに来たんだ?
Watch your edits. I'm gonna be honest, I've not watched them, but I've seen them. And by that I mean like I've seen them around. But I wanted to subscribe to you. I like subscribing to people who chat with me. I just do that. I like subscribing to creators too. If you're like editing stuff, if you like making videos, I'm gonna add to your subscription thing.
住むって、遠坂が俺の家に?
協力するってそういうことじゃない。あなたね、さっきの話って一体何だったと思ったわけ？
Okay, so now the professional yapper is gonna live at our house. I'm so surprised I can't speak. Yep, imagine it being a bad ending, just Shirou dying from a heart attack due to being in the same room with all three wives. That, I hope that's an ending. I imagine that's an ending. He's like, all three, he's like having a dream, and it's all three of them. I'll have to put up the hentai hider if that happens. But yeah, that would be a funny ending. Thank you very much. Of course. I love creators. I love small creators. I love creators. Because I was in the same boat. Just making videos because I want to make videos. And somehow people like them. I'm so surprised I can't speak. Something, I have to say something back or something terrible is going to happen, but my head will not function.
私の部屋どこ？用意してないなら自分で選ぶけど。
Still, the unexpected invader mercilessly continues the discussion.
またそれは
Isn't this bad morally? Look, Tohsaka is the idol at my school. Just having her in my house will cause a panic. So having her live here would be crazy and Fujine would kill me. Or maybe she's planning to drive me insane to reduce them. Oh. Why did I even...
ついでに彼女の部屋も用意したら。私のアーチャーと違ってシロのサーバントはかさばるんだから、ちゃんと寝る場所を与えておかないと。まあ布団一組あればノープロブレムって言うんなら別にいいけど。
Hold up, I'm gonna finalize my order. Okay, I'm getting Taco Bell sent to my house. I'm gonna watch anime while eating it. If it comes before this chapter ends, I'm ending the chapter. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. Oh. Wait, that means sleeping in the same bed, right?
するかバカ。人が黙ってると思って何言い出すんだよお前。そんなことするわけないだろ。セイバーは女の子
Would you guys sleep in the same bed as Saber? Be honest.
論点
If
は
you
違
had
う
to,
け
if you had
ど。
to sleep in the same bed.
ですってセイバー。シロは女の子と同じ部屋は嫌だってさ。
She's pissed. She's like, you won't sleep with me, Shirou? No, of course I don't care if it's gay. No hesitation. Y'all are my type of people. You guys are my type of people. Not moving. Saber makes a difficult face.
困りますシロ。
Saber could say,
サーバントはマスターを守護す
I'm
る。
going to bed. Get in here and lock the
睡
door.
眠時は
I'd be
最
like,
も
yes,
ケア
ma'am.
すべき対象なのですから。同じ部
You
屋
want
に
me
な
to
けれ
tuck you
ば
in
守れない。
too?
そんなこと言われてもこっちはもっと困る。何考えてんだお前ら。それでも女か。
Why are you two looking silently at me like that?
サーバントはサーバント。
What do you expect?
人
She's
間
like,
扱いする必
exactly.
要はないけどね。シロにそんなこと言っても無駄か。
But Rin's trying to tell us that Saber's a servant. Servants are just servants. They're not people. My mouth about to protest stops. The weird feeling I had when talking with Tohsaka in the living room returns. Actually, I figured it out. I figured out the cause of this feeling.
ちょっと待てトーサカ。お前いつの間に俺を名前で呼び捨てるようになってんだよ。
あれそうだった？意識してなかったから割と前からそうなってたんじゃない？
なってた。結構前からそんな気がする。
そう。嫌なら気をつけるけど、シロは嫌なの
Tohsaka says so plainly without realizing what I'm feeling. Jeez, it's like what you said. It's like you said, Issei. I think Tohsaka Rin is a real devil.
ねえ、好きにしろ。トーサカの呼びやすい方で構わない。
This guy's having like, he's stuttering, he's sweating, he's
なら
shaking.
そういうことで。
Because there's two women in front of him, and he's like,
Rin,
so,
話を切らな
I
いで
don't
ほし
think I
い。
could sleep in the same room
私と
as
シ
you.
ロの部屋について
Oh, you started
ま
calling
だ
me by
結論が
my
出てい
first
ない。
name, huh? Oh, Saber still needs a
そうだ
place
っ
to
たそうだ
sleep.
ったけどシロがこの様子だと相部屋は難しいわね。サーバントを人間扱いしてもいいことなんてないけどシロが嫌だって言うんだから諦めたら。
Could you imagine Saber looking you dead in the eyes and she's like, we have
シ
to
ロは
sleep in
困
the
ると言
same
っただけ
bed?
で嫌だとは言っていない。
だってさ
Yeah, like
その
I
あたり
said
どうな
now.
のシロ。
Yeah, if Sakura was here, oh my goodness, he'd explode. I wish they gave you the choice. Let Saber sleep with you. Don't let her sleep with you. You get the bad ending if you don't let her. Hold on. Why after only a day does she keep on calling me Shirou like I'm a cat she found? No, that's not the problem. But Saber's room is.
シロ、もう一度聞きます。睡眠中の警
Why
護は
won't the game let me
サーバント
choose
の
if
役割
she
です。
sleeps with me?
マスターとして自分の立場は分かっていると思いますが。
Even if you glare at me like that, I can't do it.
ダメだ。セイバーには別の部屋を用意する。そのできるだけ近い部屋を用意するから、それで勘弁してくれ。ダメだぞ、凄んでも。とにかく
She's like glaring at him.
こればかりは譲らないからな。セイバーも少しは自分の立場ってものを考えろってんだ。
ですから私はサーバントとしてマスターを守護しようと。
そうじゃなくて自分のことだっての。もうわからないない。それ以上言うならレイジを使ってでも言うことを
If you
聞かせ
say
るけど
any
な。
more, I'll make you obey using my command spell. Shirou, enough. Enough. Just. I breathe out hard to intimidate Saber.
そのようなことでレイジを使われては困る。3つしかない命令権を自分を守るななどということに使われては先が見えない。
そうね。間違いなくそんなマスターはシロが最初で最後でしょ。
Don't be stupid. I don't want to use it either. For this either.
わかりました。マスターの方針に従います。ですが敵に襲われた時はどうするのです。アサシンなどは気配なく標的に忍び寄ってくる。そういった時私が駆けつけるまでにシロは自分を守れるのですか。
それは
I can't claim that I'll manage. I was able to against Lancer, but that luck won't repeat itself.
それはありえないわね。この屋敷には
Yeah, the
外
Saber
敵
Shirou
が侵入
probably
す
looks
る
like a
と
challenge or
警
something.
報が鳴る警
Oh,
戒が貼ってあ
definitely.
る。
Because she doesn't even.
襲撃は
She's
避
not
けら
even
れない
worried
けど
about like
奇襲ならすぐに
Shirou
察知
being
でき
in
るわ
love。with her.
それならシロが襲われる前
So
に
he
駆け
sounds
つけられるだ
crazy.
ろう
He's like,
し、
don't protect me.
セイバーは好きな部屋に陣取ればいいんじゃない？
If I had Saber come up to me and say, "I want to protect you," I will use, I will give my life to make sure you're safe. I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. What? How does that
な
work?
んならシロの
We
部
have
屋
to
の
sleep in
隣
the
でいいじ
same
ゃない。
room. I'd be like, okay,
一緒の部屋でなけ
say
ればいいで
less.
しょ。エ
That's
ミヤ
it.
君は。
What else? She pronounces Emiya-kun ostentatiously.
トーサカ。そういうの詭弁って言うんだぞ。
Oh, we would
あ
all
な
be
た
so
のために
happy
言ってるんだから正論よ。
if she was real. Yeah, you're right. We would all be so
そ
happy.
れじゃあ私の部屋はどこにしよっかな。
Tohsaka walks to the house with her bag, as if telling us the conversation is over. She looks cheerful, like a student picking her room on a field trip. And Saber's like, she looks astounding. Her actions are so selfish. We just see her off with a blank amazement. We return to the main building. First of all, I should show her around the house so she can choose her own room.
こっちが和室。裏側に回ると居間とか風呂とかそういった共通施設に出る。で、縁側をずっと歩いてあっちの別棟に行くと客間がある。遠坂はどうもそっちに行ったみたいだな。
I explain as I walk. Saber follows me silently without nodding. I'm not sure if she's listening or not.
屋敷の見取りはいいです。
You know, I've been
それ
watching
よりシロ
Saber
の部屋はどこなのですか。
Alter eat the whole time.
俺の部屋はこっち。
You've been watching her
割
eat the
と
whole
奥まっ
time.
たところにある。
Wait, I should I should swap out the GIF or the GIF at some point. Hold up. Let me. Can I do this? I don't know if I have the thingy on me. Let's see. It should be down here. Should get this one. Oh wait, that's literally the same one. Bruh. Okay. No, I can't find it. Okay, I don't know where my Saber GIFs went. That's unfortunate. I had so many. No, I had so many. Okay, I'll have to get more for the next stream. I'll just I'll have them all on the right. There's just be a bunch of them.
では、そちらに案内してください。
内密に話
So she doesn't want Tohsaka to hear it? I want to look at the game, but I can't. She's cute. You should just put one where her eyes are sparkling. Oh, yeah.
ほらここ
I
が
have the
俺の部
whole
屋
episode like on my computer. I can save so many like scenes from it. And there's one of her as a
これ
tiger.
がシロの部屋
Oh yeah, the next stream is gonna have her all over the border. Just a bunch of them. Saber surprised the moment she walks in.
どうしたセイバーをびっくりさせるようなものなんかないと思うけど
いえ、びっくりさせるようなものがないというより、何もないではないですか。本当にここがあなたの部屋なのですか、シロ。
Yeah,
セイバーを騙して俺に得なんか
or
ない
it
だ
was,
ろ
it was a lion. It
こ
was
こ
a
には
tiger
寝に
lion.
帰ってくるだけだし物がないのは当たり前だ
そうですか。意外でした。シロはもっと雑多な人となりだ
I
と
think it's a
思ってい
lion.
ましたか
Did
ら。
I say tiger? I meant lion. I keep saying tiger. But yeah, there's one where she's like dressed as a lion, and there's another one where she's riding on like the lion thingy.
よかった。寂しい部屋ですが、無下に扱われているわけではない。殺風景ですが、ここはここで暖かい場所なのですね。
Yeah, I have so many clips from that. Okay,
あ
I have so many
まあ
clips.
そうか屋敷の作りなのかこの部屋って夏は涼しく冬は暖かなんだ
I have that too.
親
I have
父
her
も
like
いい部屋を
roaring
取
at
っ
it.
た
I
な
have like
なんて感心してた
I
し
gotta convert them into like files that can play on here. But like, where is it? I have. I have this. Wait, I have this. I can't really put it anywhere. Here. So stupid.
ええ。部屋は持ち主の心象ですから。シロの心の在り方に不安を覚えましたが、これなら今までの印象とそう変わりはしないでしょう。
W pick, yeah. Saber says this with relief, but I don't understand what she wants to
それ
say.
で内緒の話ってなんだよセイバ
2つあります。そのどちらもシロと私だけの隠し事にしたいのですが。
Oops, sorry.
ーいや
Sorry, she got
セイバー
fired.
がそうしたいって言うんなら構わないけどできれば先に内容を言ってくれいい話か悪い話か判断がつかない
どちらも悪い話です。少なくとも他のマスターには知られたくはない。
Judging by her expression, the bad thing must be our weakness.
そうか話の趣旨は分かった真剣に聞くから言ってくれ
はい。まず一つ目。召喚されたサーバントの最初の義務なのですが、これを果たせないことを許してほしい。
サーバントの最初の義務
Look at that. She's happy. If you have 100 yen, can make her happy.
自身が何者であるかをマスターに
You
告
take
げ
out
る
your
というもの
whole
です。
your tuition for
Rin
school
から
to
聞い
pay
ては
for
いま
that
せん
thing
か。
to move.
何者であるか告げる はあ、セイバーの本当の名前のことか。
Servants are heroic spirits. Their identities are heroes, famous in every age. They hide their identities and scope of their power with their class names. A servant's real name is something that should be kept hidden, but it is also something the master must know. Because if one does not know which hero the servant is, he does not know the servant's potential. Master and servant are one. They won't be able to fight fully if one keeps a secret from the other. Well, that's just how it would be if I were a normal master. Even if I knew Saber's real name, I wouldn't be able to come up with an effective plan. Most of all, I don't care about it.
いいけど、どうして？
私なりに考えた結果です。いかにシロウが私の神明を隠そうとしても、シロウから知識を奪う術は多くあるでしょう。シロウの魔術抵抗はそう高くありませんから、敵が優れた術者ならば精神介入もたやすい。敵の魔術にかかれば、あなたの意志に反して私の神明が明かされてしまう。
So basically, Saber's not going to reveal her name because Shirou sucks as a mage, and he'll get. They could just
そういうことな
read
ら
his mind
秘
or
密にして
something.
おいてくれ。
そう言ってもらえると助かります。もっとも、私自身はそう高名なものではありません。バーサーカーに比べれば、数段ランクは落ちるでしょうし、知られたところでどうということはないでしょうが。
Saber murmurs in regret. It's a bit unexpected. Saber has some human characteristics as she regrets being inferior to
いいん
Berserker.
じゃないか。切り札は隠しておいてこそ切り札だろ。マスターがこんなだからさ、セイバーが工夫しようとしているのはわかるよ。
Foreshadowing.
それとバーサーカーだけど、あれは反則だろう。セイバーが落ち込むことはないし、それに俺から見たらセイバーは全然負けてない。あんな傷を負ってたのに真正面から打ち合ってたじゃないか。
He's hyping her up. He's like, "You're still fighting him. You got that big wound."
昨夜不覚を取りましたが、傷が癒えれば違った結果になるでしょう。
Wait a second. All series in Fate Timeline is canon, right? Yes.
だろ。よし。
It's like a
一つ目
big
の話はこれ
multiverse.
で終わり。
So the Saber Lion thing is technically canon.
ええ、それなのですが、おそらくこれはもう私たちでは解決できないことです。私たちサーバーとはマスターからの魔力提供によって体を維持する。だからこそサーバントはマスターを必要とするのですが、
俺が半端なマスターだから、セイバーが体を維持するのに必要なだけの魔力がないってことか。
違います。たとえ少量でもマスターから魔力が流れてくるのなら問題はないのです。ですが、シロウからは全く魔力の提供がありません。本来つながっているはずの霊脈が断線しているのです。
Yeah, he does canonically get eaten by her. He gets killed a lot in that show. I think it's like every episode they manage to kill him. So that means I, as the gasoline, am not sending any fuel for Saber to work as an
セイバ
engine.
ー、それは
シロウ自身の欠点ではありません。おそらく召喚時に問題が起きたのでしょう。何らかの不手際があって、本来つながるはずのラインがつながらなかったようです。
召喚時の不手際って。
Oh yeah, he didn't do like a formal summoning. When Saber appeared, it wasn't like anything like a summoning. It was just an accident. Since you summon like that, it'd be strange if there weren't anything wrong with her.
待て、
Holy
それじゃ
Grail,
どうなんだ。
exactly.
魔力を回復できない
Yeah,
って
they
こと
have
は
this. They spend the whole
セイバー
episode
はすぐに消えてし
where
まう
Grail
のか。
Kun is like, the story's trying to kill you, Lancer, and he's like, no way. And he needs to survive every death that's supposed to happen. It's the best thing ever.
ええ、私が持つ魔力を使い切れば、この世界にとどまることはできなくなるでしょう。
Why don't I change his class from Lancer to Caster? It's a
召喚されてからすでに3回の戦闘を行いました。私の治癒能力も蘇生魔術ですから、傷を負えば魔力の消費も早くなる。そうですね。昨夜までで 成熟した魔術師10人分の魔力は消費したでしょう。
10 mature mages worth of magical energy last night. I'm astonished. Magical energy is reduced every time she fights, and there's no way to restore it. If she already used up that much magical energy, how much longer can she stay in this world?
分かってもらえましたか、マスター。そのため、私は少しでも魔力の消費を抑えなければならない。供給がないのなら、あとは睡眠することで、魔力の消費を抑えるしかありません。
She's gonna be sleeping to save her magical energy. Right click on the game. Oh. Oh. You can right click to do that? Okay, cool. Wait, we should save probably. I guess I'll save here. Wait, that's cool. Should we look at status? What is B tier? Alignment lawful good. 154, 42 kilograms. Lancer, Archer, Rider. No info, no info, no info. Oh, Berserker. A plus. Okay. I think Saber's S tier on all of these. Details. Oh, they give you character art. Ooh. Ooh. I'll probably be reading this on my own. Boundary field of the Wind King. Visible sword. Does that allow the enemy to determine intrinsic effect? Ooh. Lore. Rank C. Alright, come on. Anti-personnel noble phantasm. Ranges 1 to 2. Max targets 1 object. Nice stream. I'll tune in tomorrow if you stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, Riffley. It's very fun talking to you. Very fun learning about Fate and learning about you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm probably going to be ending the stream soon anyway. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow too, but... Oops, weapon. Ooh. Okay, and then... Okay. See ya. R. Elia. There's no romance with Elia, right? That's not a thing. Hopefully.
睡眠。眠れば魔力は回復するのか。
わかりません。ですが最低でも眠っている間は魔力を使わない。ですからこれからできる限りの睡眠を許してほしいのです。常にシロを守ることはできなくなりますが、それも勝利のためと受け入れてほしい。
I sigh with relief. Thank God, that's all it is.
そんなのいいに決まってるだろ。辛くなったらセイバーは休んでいいんだ。それで少しでも長くいられるんだったらその方がずっといい。
では今後は頻繁に眠りに入りますが、その間は決して屋敷から離れないように。遠く離れた場所でシロが襲われた場合、空間を跳躍するなら話は別ですが、そんな能力を持つサーバントは稀です。もし離れた場所で私を呼ぶのなら、
I know, I'm just like
レイジの
her.
バックアップが必要になります。
Oh, it is Shira that she's holding. I just looked at
できる
the
だけ私から離れないようにしてほしい。
stream replay. As much as I'd like to do that, I can't nod. I can't imagine living with Saber, and most of all, I have my own life as
努
well.
力はする。けど本当にそれだけでいいんだな。眠っていればその
問題はないでしょう。このようなことはなかったので断言はできませんが、前回も総戦闘数は7回に満たなか
And then I fight even 7 times last time.
私が倒
She
す
already
と
fought 3 times in a
サ
day.
ーバントはサーバントによって
Or 2 times.
減っていく
No,
の
3
ですか
times.
ら。
そうか。 別に全員が全員とやり合わなくちゃいけないってわけじゃないんだ。うまくすれば簡単にこの戦いを終わらせることができる。
It'd be cool until you feel like you're lazy, and then you feel like you want to do something. The only people I'm going to fight are those with inhuman attitudes. I'm sure not all of the 7 masters are like that. Tohsaka is ready to fight, but she would follow the rules of the Magi. So the 5 remaining masters, if they all have humane attitudes, I won't have to fight. Oh, that's not good for your body, I'm just lazy. Yeah. Saber said she didn't even fight 7 times last time, so this time. Hold on. Even fight 7 times last time?
待ってくれ、セイバー。その以前もセイバーだったのか。いや、そうじゃなくて前回も聖杯戦争に参加してたっていうのか。
私がこの聖杯の争いに参加するのは2度目です。その時も私はセーバーでした。中には複数のクラス属性を持つ英霊もいるようですが、私はセイバーにしか該当しません。
Tohsaka mentioned that out of the 7, Saber is the most powerful servant. And this girl's saying she's become that twice in a
そ
row.
れじゃ以前はその最後まで残ったのか。
無論です。前回は今のような制約はありませんでしたから、他のサーバントに遅れを取ることもなかった。
Saber says this as if it's just something natural. That makes me realize even more that I've been giving a sword I do not deserve.
入ったな。それじゃ不満だろう、セイバー。俺みたいなのがマスターだと。
私は与えられた役割をこなすだけです。聖杯さえ手に入るのであればマスターに不満はありません。
そっか。それは助かるけど、それでも。
She was flawless last time, but has she already suffered 2 wounds this time? But she's already suffered 2 wounds this time. In her condition, unable to replenish magical energy, she always has to think about her remaining magical energy. The result of a battle with such a burden was that image of her covered in blood. That image is engraved in my mind. The image of a girl smaller than me, covered miserably in blood.
シロ、その後悔は余分なことです。
Saber's voice brings me back. When I raise my head, Saber's expression is serious.
私も負け知らずだったわけではありません。
Nas had all the pieces, but Urubushi rearranged them in his own way, and that's how Zero was born. But Stay Night and Fate Zero canonical different timelines. Oh, they're different timelines.
私は勝ちきれなかったからこそ、こうしてあなたのサーバントになっている。傷を負うことには慣れていますから、あなたが悔やむことなどない。
慣れてるって、あんな死ぬような怪我でもか。
ええ。剣を取るということは傷つくということです。それはあなたも同じでしょう。私だけが傷つかないという道理はないと思いますが。
それはそうだけど、それじゃ怪我をしても構わないっていうのか、セイバーは。
それが死に至る傷でなければ、死んでしまってはマスターを守れなくなりますから。
なんだそれ。マスターを守るためなら傷を負っても構わないなんていうのか、お前は。
それがサーバントの役割ですから。確かにリンの言葉は正論ですね。サーバントを人間として扱う必要などない。私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。あなたもそれを正しく把握するべきだ。
I guess, yeah, it would be interesting seeing somebody else's interpretation of your own characters. Saying so, Saber walks to the sliding room. Beyond it, it is a sliding screen. Beyond it is the sliding room. This room was enough for me, so I never use it.
睡眠をとります。夕食時には起きますので、外出するのなら声をかけてください。
I'll wake at dinner time, of course you will. So please let me know if you're going outside. She quietly opens and closes the sliding door.
私たちはマスターを守るための道具です。あなたもそれを正しく把握するべきだ。
なんだそれ。
That pisses me off. But I can't call out to her. So just consider her words in my mind. Okay. We did a lot this stream, but I'm so hungry. And I think I might end it. But to recap, here's what happened all this stream. Less than 4 hours, by the way. So we hit 2 bad endings. One of them we got mutilated by Emiya after saying we want to quit the war. And then the other one we tried to run away from Berserker, and then, you know, Berserker caught up to us and killed us. And both times Emiya kept us alive so that she could torture us. But we did the good stuff. We got Saber back home. We got ourselves back home after having our guts spilled out. And now Rin is going to go live with us in our house. How's Fujine going to react? How's Sakura going to react come dinner time? We'll find out in the next stream. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody who tuned in. Thank you, Mr. Inuhanyu. I'm going to try to learn that. But it's been a great, fun time talking to you. And you've taught me so much about Fate that I didn't even know. And so much like context behind the writing of it. And so I'm very thankful for that. So thank you so much for watching. Kakarot Gaming, thank you for watching also. And I know Rifley already left, but thank you as well. So thank you everybody for watching. We will continue Fate tomorrow, like 90%. Yeah, yeah. So thank you guys, everybody for watching. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Eat good. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.